Greetings, boys and girls. It's HoodieTeen, and I'm finally back. Oh my god, 2014 was a bit of a tragedy in my opinion. I mean, after August, I didn't even record a goddamn video. Not like Halloween, Christmas, New Year special, but Merry Christmas, Happy Halloween, Happy New Year. Yeah, I'm more than a few months late, but jeez, I'm finally back. And this is the finale of a, I guess, first season of Watching Blind, if you want to call it that. I don't know why why is the series of watching things for the first time is categorized in seasons, but whatever. Let's start this. And the first time I watched record this video, like always, I made a mistake. Basically, I forgot to turn off auto,
The court is
recording
now
stuff.
back in session. Miss Trixie, were you able to gather this manager?
And I can see that they're using
Yes, she
the
is
Phoenix
prepared.
Wright Ace Attorney
If you truly
iPhone
want
sprites.
Well, I'd like to hear how she found this peculiar stick.
She had to have been in the
It was
forest,
my dick.
and that means she may have done it. But Trixie's right.
I'm
She
not
is the
saying it was aliens,
There's no way she
but
could
it was
manipulate the
aliens.
clouds. Expect for the worst, hope for the best.
Yep, that's how I see life. I think nothing's gonna be good, but I hope that it's gonna be wrong.
Have we met before? You look strangely familiar.
name and occupation.
You look like me from another dimension.
You're really going to attempt to pin this on me, right?
Oh, come on. She doesn't like being
As you
ignored.
know, I've been watching the whole time, and I'm not impressed.
I'm sorry
Don't
for
ignore
Trixie.
Trixie.
Explaining me, Mom.
State your name and occupation for the record.
For the record,
Please be
fuck
quiet.
off.
The grown-ups are speaking. You have no right sticking your nose in the law.
Yeah.
What?
Even to me, it's a mystery how you managed to put yourself on that bench.
How
Exactly.
dare you?
It must really hurt that vanity of yours. Looking in the mirror every morning, seeing nothing but a washed-up charlatan with revenge as your only form of closure.
Exactly.
It's kind of pathetic when you think about it.
Yup.
You!
Does this pony have something against Trixie, Phoenix?
Yeah,
Short answer,
probably.
Yes.
Long answer,
You see,
everybody
I
does.
know everything there is to know about you, Trixie.
Is she a
So
stalker?
what? That's actually kind of a flattering statement.
It's
Oh, really?
creepy. But
Let's
you're
talk
probably the
about
type of woman that
poor
wants to
little
be stalked.
Trixie.
That
Let's
enjoys the
talk
very
about how
feeling of being
great
watched
and
by
powerful
someone
you
that
really are.
has some sick affection.
Let's talk about what you really desire.
Oh shit, she didn't
unlike
realize some
everyone
strange
else,
fetish.
I know.
How did you...
I know what drives the real Trixie to do what she does. It has nothing to do with her last visit, as she's led many of you to believe. That was just the icing on the cake.
Come and put your name on it. Your name on it.
The Trixie we see
Yeah,
right
as you
now
can
is
hear, I'm
nothing but a
a bit ill,
helpless
but
phony
that's not
taking
gonna
on this
stop me.
egotistical
My
persona
laziness stopped
to
me, but
cover
being
up her
sick is not gonna
pitiful
stop me.
insecurities. Her real talent should be pretending.
I'm pretty sure that's a pro
Smoke
wrestler's
and
talent.
mirrors. That's
No,
all
no,
she
no, don't worry,
is.
don't worry,
And
all
I'm
you
not
pro
talking
wrestling
about her
fans.
little
I don't
magic
hate pro
show.
wrestling. In fact, I like it.
As I said
I watch
before,
regularly,
it's really pathetic.
but I don't see the need to tell you who's my favorite wrestler.
Oh?
Maybe if
Have
I
you
play some
finally
wrestling,
run out
I'll
of
tell
arrogant
you.
lies?
Enough!
Oh,
Witness,
stay
your
out of
name
this,
and occupation
stay out of
for
this,
the record.
Judge Santa,
Sonata, former manager of the late Ace Swift.
who was an
Now,
asshole.
where was I? Oh yes, right. You were accusing me of being in that forest based off
If
a
only
vague
I could have a
testimony
comeback.
given by
If only
a
I
vague
could come up with a
witness.
good comeback. Jesus Christ.
That witness says she saw me by the forest? I say I was in my hotel room all night. Now that brings me to you, right? I believe you broke into my hotel room with that pink pony. I wish to press charges against you both immediately.
Hey, let's finish
Here
one
are
trial
some
before we
detailed
move on to
photographs of
another.
both of their
Jesus
prints all
Christ.
around my room. I'm sure if you compare them, you'll get matching results.
With justice, let me tell
Oh,
you.
great. Here we
Oh
go.
my god.
Mr. Wright, is this true?
Oh,
I'll face the
shut your
consequences
mouth,
of my actions
fat
later.
man. I mean, old man.
No. Right now. You broke the law and I want justice.
Then wait for it!
Just as Trixie stated earlier, It's an
Yeah,
unrelated crime,
that's kind
just
of
like
how I
Mr.
shouted
Cruise
we were
Control's
live.
assault on me,
But even
and
if
it
you
should
want
be brought up in the
because
current
you
case at hand.
splash at someone, then you should
Wright,
watch
I'm
during
shocked you
PE.
would do
Then I will
something
lash
like
out at
this.
someone.
But I
Of
didn't
course, I'm
want to do
responsible
it.
for someone
I
someone
can't
lashing out at me.
simply let actions like this go unpunished. What's the prosecution?
Well, I'm gonna
stance on this
penalize
matter?
you as a judge. You,
She doesn't look too
you
hot.
dirty old man.
Well, I suppose if there are no objections, Phoenix Wright and Pinkie
I'm pretty
Pie
sure that
can
there's a
face
law
their
that
charges
states
in due time.
there cannot be a
Score one
trial.
for the good guys.
Whatever.
See
Let's
if I
focus
care.
on watching it
This
instead of
outlandish
just
accusation of yours
talking
is
about
just
the
going
law.
to fall flat on its face anyway.
Sonata, Fluttershy gave a perfect description of you carrying the stick near the forest on the night of the murder.
I'll say it again. I wasn't anywhere near the forest that night.
And I'll say it again too.
Got tiring
You did it.
now. Your Honor, I'd like to hear what Sonata was doing that night in further detail.
We have to find
Now that
that
I've
hole.
seen Miss Sonata's appearance, the previous witness's description
You
does
have
seem to match up.
to go
Miss
inside.
Sonata, please testify as to what you were doing the night of the murder.
If I must.
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, that was just me accidentally hitting up a new webpage. Don't worry.
I was
on a
settling in
different,
my hotel
window.
room after picking up some equipment for Ace. He wasn't at the hotel, so I figured he was practicing for the race. I went to bed and was woken up at 12 a.m. by the police knocking at my hotel room door. The police had informed me of Ace's fate. That witness
And also
must be
tomorrow
mistaken.
morning in about
I wasn't anywhere near the
9,
forest that
10
night.
hours from now,
And I
I
certainly
plan
wasn't
to record a
carrying
video
that
of
golf
Levi's
club to
journey,
keep waving
the
around.
iPhone version, because I think that it'll be easier for me
So
just
you were in your hotel
to
room
not
while the
need to,
murder occurred?
just carry
That is
on,
correct, Your Honor.
just set up all my
That witness must have
equipment,
been
just get ready
seeing
for
things
everything,
because I didn't go anywhere near the
I can just get
Everfree
my
forest.
iPhone out, just
She's
turn on
lying.
the recording and
I hate
talking
to
to
change
the
the
mic.
subject,
While
but
also playing for the game,
look
which
at
was
Trixie.
much easier.
Seems Sonata really got to her.
I feel kind of
And
bad
the
for
price
her.
looks superior. I
Well, no
think
matter.
in the
I
in
have
the
to
iOS
focus on
version.
breaking this testimony.
Okay, exactly. Let's look for holes in the system. Pretty sure that she
I
mentioned
was settling in my hotel room
calling
after
it a
picking up
golf
some
club.
equipment for Ace.
I mean, calling this a golf club. I'm pretty sure
What
that
kind of
nobody
equipment?
said that it's a golf club.
Athletic
Everyone says it's
equipment,
just a stick. It's a
knee
stick.
pads,
It's a stick. It's a
helmets,
stick.
stuff
It's a
like that.
stick.
He played all kinds of sports.
That's
Speaking of
exactly the
equipment,
fact.
Any clue as to why he was
It's-
wearing the lightning
Nobody
suit that
said it's a
night?
golf club.
He wore it all the time.
Everyone
when the
says it's a
race coming
stick.
up. The
Then
outfit
how
is
does she
quite
know it's a golf
uncomfortable
club?
from what I'm
If that's the
told.
contradiction.
And he practiced wearing it
I won't
before
bet
the race
money
to
on
get
it,
used
but
to
I'm
the
pretty sure that it's the
discomfort.
contradiction.
Do you have anyone to confirm you were shopping that day?
No, I don't.
Then this alibi of yours isn't looking too reliable at all.
How would you wish me to prove it? The store is quite busy with the race coming up. I doubt they'd remember one customer from a few days ago.
What about a receipt? You said you bought some items there. Without one, you could have been...
I have it right here.
Come on.
Ah!
You didn't think I'd come unprepared, did you?
No, I think I should
It
at least
says her items
need a
will
minute
log in at
to let me
7:30
gather my
PM.
thoughts before
This
just
proves she
putting
was
out
shopping a
some,
little before
some
the
evidence that
There's
shoots down
still
my
a big
theory.
enough time frame to put her in the forest.
Well, yeah, there's a big enough
He
time
wasn't at
time
the
range.
hotel, so I
Time
figured he was
frame, sorry.
practicing for the race. I went to bed and was woken up at 12 a.m. by the police knocking at my hotel room door.
Weren't you concerned where he was?
I was his manager, not his babysitter.
That's debatable.
That doesn't mean you shouldn't make an effort finding him. Especially with his big race
This
coming
might
up soon.
sound hypocritical
If
and
you haven't noticed,
be
I
sound
can't fly.
stalker-ish.
There would be no point
But
wasting
isn't
my
there
time
some
searching
way
for
to-
him when I can only
Isn't there a
search on
tracking
land.
spell or something?
Guess it would be a little hard to find someone who could fly while you're grounded.
Yeah, but
And what time did you go to
tracking
sleep?
spell possibly?
8:30.
And that's around the time he was killed. If she really
But
was
we
in the
don't have a
forest that
dream
night,
journal,
she
so
has to be
I mean,
lying here.
she didn't record her dream, so there's
The police had
some
informed me
possible
of Ace's
evidence that we
fate.
can still freaking
How did you react to his death?
we can still
I cried.
prove that she
You
cried.
cried?
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
evidence
a
that she-
complex secretomotor
that she
phenomenon
cried.
characterized by the shedding of tears from the lacrimal apparatus without any irritation of
Oh
the
my
ocular
god,
structure.
science!
I know what crying is.
Science!
I just
I
can't
kill
see
you.
her crying.
Like I said to you earlier, I got over it quickly. Those police who came to my door can confirm this as well.
I have to ask
I've
for
gotta
that.
ask them if her tears were made out of icicles.
Or stones. Jesus Christ, that would be
That
shitty
witness
if you,
must
if you
be
every time you try to
mistaken.
just
I wasn't
tears
anywhere
made out of
near the
stones.
forest
Jesus
that
Christ,
night.
that would be fucking painful.
The witness is
I
not
wonder if she's doing
mistaken.
glass.
Mr. Wright, this same witness had a problem with her testimony yesterday. What makes you think she is not wrong this time?
There were no
Because she
contradictions.
identified you perfectly under Luna's light. I doubt with her secluded lifestyle she's ever seen you before that point.
Ace was famous. She could have read
Yeah,
a newspaper
famous.
like
Like
Equestrian.
Uranus.
I've had my picture published in there several times.
Yeah.
Maybe she's
And
just
some-
describing me to shift the blame off her friend.
You really think Fluttershy's one to lie?
Why not? Didn't you
God
accuse her of
damn
perjury
it.
just yesterday, right?
Yeah, but
Since
she
the
lied.
prosecution doesn't seem to be up to speed. Can you please put a stop to Mr. Wright's baseless claims
But
against
didn't
me,
she
Your
lie?
Honor?
That didn't her testimony actually implicate
Yes,
Rainbow Dash
now
instead
I must
of
stop this
defending
line
her?
of questioning about the previous witness's credibility.
It's
Oh
alright.
my god!
I just
Alright.
wanted a little more
Oh my
information.
god!
Time to go in for the coup de grace.
I always call it coup de grace.
And
I'm
I
sorry.
certainly wasn't
Excuse my
carrying
French,
that
but coup
golf
de
club
grace.
you keep waving around.
Objection!
Exactly. I knew it.
Sonata, I'm very curious.
I knew that
About what?
spiky-haired guy
The
would
stick.
teach me something.
You claim you
And
weren't
I'm not
carrying
talking
it.
about Sora from Kingdom
And
Hearts.
I'll say again, I wasn't.
You were.
But what I find odd
Yes,
here is
you
what you called it in your
were.
testimony.
I certainly wasn't carrying that golf club you keep waving around.
Who said?
Sonata, this stick looks nothing like a golf club. Nor has anyone referred it to one during the duration of the trial.
Exactly.
It was a golf club at one time. You're correct about that.
Haha.
This thing is a golf club? Oh, my
Tastes like
apologies,
fuel,
but
kicks
I
like a
really
mule.
don't see it.
Flow like a butterfly,
That's because
sting
the
like
end
a
was
bee.
broken off, Your Honor.
You can't
I
hit
have reason
what
to
you
believe the
cannot
strange
see.
metal object I
To
found on
quote
the scene
John
of the crime
Cena,
is the missing
you
piece.
can't see me. You can't
It
see
does
me.
resemble a golf club if that piece were to be put on the end of the stick.
Also, that
But right
P
now,
at
it's
the
nothing
pink
but a
P at the end
dilapidated
looks like a
stick.
pig
Tell
snout.
us, Sonata, how did you know this was a golf
Added
club?
a little appeal. There.
Do you think you're some sort of knight in shining armor, come to save the day?
No, I'm a person that's not gonna stand lies in court, you mayor.
Because you're not. You're
Oh,
just
great,
another
great.
bottom-feeding defense attorney pointing out trivial details.
And you're just another lying manager that
Mr. Wright has
that
pointed
blackmails
out a crucial
people
flaw.
just to
How
have
did
someone
you know
win some
this
worthless
mangled stick
races.
was a golf club?
You're destroying the
Defense
very
attorneys
base
fabricate the
of
most interesting
competition.
little fairy
Competition
tales
is
to
to win
protect
cleanly.
criminals.
Competition is about
You know,
letting the best man
Something's
win.
wrong when a talking unicorn accuses you of telling fairy tales.
Yeah, exactly.
Miss Sonata, please answer the question.
I was mistaken. I have seen this stick before,
Please
as
say
a
that
golf
you've seen
club.
it in a store.
Remember I said I was shopping for sports equipment that day?
Stupid bitch.
saw
Oh
a
my
golf club
god.
at the store
Oh
with the
my
same unique
god.
handle shape.
That's a custom-made
Namely,
golf
that
club.
P on the end of it,
There's
like the one
just
you're
no
holding.
way I should have seen in the
You saw
store.
it at the
No,
store?
sirree. I've seen
Yes.
already in
Like I
Turnabout
said, he's
Sisters.
just
There's
admirably
nothing
trying
like
to
this one
defend
at
a
the
murderer.
store. It's
Oh,
unique.
did I say admirably? I meant shamefully.
Yeah, you like shamefully
I
too.
just got the
You,
strangest sense of deja
you,
vu.
me.
What do you mean?
Oh my
The
god.
phony baloney excuse reminded me of another case.
Hey,
You can
we're on the
prove she
same
didn't see the
page
golf
here.
club at the store?
Yeah, just watch me.
Your Honor, she could not have seen this golf club at the store.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
And I have proof.
Seriously?
Do go on, Mr. Wright.
You see, Sonata couldn't have seen this golf club because it's one of a kind.
Because it's Rob Van
Oh.
Dam. One of a kind.
Let me introduce the court to the Pinky Iron Mark V, the very first innovation patented by a one Pickamina Diane Pie.
Hey, that's not
Right, that
Pinkamina.
was Pinky's golf club.
Exactly, there's supposed to be a smart one.
Wait a minute. If it's her
If I'm
first
smarter than you, then
what
our
happens in
educational
Mark
system
1 through 4?
really has high expectations.
Never mind that.
Wait, it
The
does
point
have.
is, it's impossible for Sonata to have seen this club in the store, because it was crafted by Pinkie Pie and lost in the forest when she tried giving it a test run.
She accidentally hit somebody
Not
in
only
some
does
pointing
this
at
prove
people
Sonata here
and
couldn't
then
have
she
seen the
killed
club
that
at the
point.
store, but also, the only time she could have seen it whole was in the forest after Pinkie lost it.
On the day. Damn, she needs to adjust
May I
her
also
glasses.
remind you, Sonata, She lost it in the forest a week ago, while you only arrived in Ponyville 3 days ago. The only place you could have seen it whole was the Everfree Forest.
That ass.
Miss Sonata, explain this!
Oh, it's gonna be good.
I
I finally broke her. Let's see how she talks her way out of this.
She's gonna find a way. Oh, come on.
Actually, I don't need to say anything.
Oh, come
I'm
on.
afraid you do. The defense has proven that you've seen this golf club while it was still one piece.
But do you remember why I was dragged in here? All because of that other witness. Let's not beat around the bush, shall we? It's
Well, I
obvious
like
you're
to beat
trying
bush.
to
I mean,
say I was in the forest
yeah, we
that
should be
night,
around the bush.
right?
Or we should beat
Right?
bush. I mean,
Then tell me,
Venus
why
or
didn't Fluttershy see me leave?
you're a unicorn.
She
You
said
can
she saw
use
me
magic.
walking towards
Jesus
Ponyville,
Christ,
but
that's a
testified
paper
yesterday
for the
she saw nothing
accused.
leave the forest at all.
That's better
There
than
has to be some explanation.
You're trying to
Then-
plant me in that
then
forest
soggy
based
paper.
on her testimony. Therefore, you need an explanation as to why she didn't see me leave.
You're
The broken
a
golf club should be enough proof. Hilda confirmed it.
unicorn. You can
Let's assume I
teleport.
was near the forest.
Should I spell
Not
it out
in
for you?
just
Jesus
near
Christ.
it. Since we are to disregard Fluttershy's testimony as she didn't see me leave, who is to say Rainbow Dash or Gilda didn't carry the golf club and I found it there?
Seriously?
I don't believe picking up a stick is a crime.
Well, she
Well,
does
Pete,
bring
but
up some
seeing
valid points, right?
circumstantial
I can't
evidence
allow
like
you
this-
to continue accusing her if you
Oh
cannot
my
provide stronger
God.
evidence she was inside that forest.
I'm
Your
on
client's
something.
verdict has been handed down, and unless you're willing to provide a substantial amount of evidence against this manager to convince me otherwise, I won't hesitate to end the trial right now.
No, I don't have any evidence. Go fish.
What do I do?
Sorry.
Actually, Phoenix.
That wasn't me lashing
I
out.
think
That
I know
was just
how
me
she
pretending
did
to
it.
lash out. If I
But I
actually,
could
if
be
you actually
wrong.
sound like
How?
I lashed
It's
out,
highly
then I'm
unlikely,
a
but
pretty good actor. It
Sonata could have
seems.
teleported.
Teleported?
Yes.
Magically
But like I said, it's very
teleported.
unlikely. It's very
Marketing
advanced unicorn
superpowers. Super
Not many
awesome magic
unicorns even
powers.
know how to do it.
God, I'm becoming
Unicorns
such
like
an
Trixie and I
asshole.
can perform it without as many repercussions
wrong
since our
with me?
cutie marks specialize in magic.
Unicorns
she does
use
know.
magic.
You
Teleportation
think
is
this
magic.
witness knows how
Unless
to
it's Halo, but
teleport, Mr. Wright?
she's
These pictures of a book I found in her hotel room.
Hey, you can't confirm that book belongs to me.
Hey, I've
Would you
seen
like
you
to
hold
go
a copy
through
of
the
50
arduous
Shades of
process
Grey.
we
I know
went
that
through
you can hold
yesterday
every
to
single
prove it
book in
does?
existence, so
Knowing what it will reveal,
don't try to
I have a
lie
feeling
your
you
way
don't.
out of this.
Does that book belong to you, witness?
Yes, it does.
What are you doing?
We
Why
got
don't you tell
her.
every pony about her blackmailing?
Because she obviously doesn't want it revealed. I can use it to make her sing like a canary. Guess you should have thought about
Or
that
like
before trying to
Pavarotti.
get me arrested.
Oh,
Force her to tell the truth about the smaller details, and eventually they'll start
I'm
piling
just
up
kidding. Right
on
now,
her.
I'm not very
Good
good
thinking,
opera
Phoenix.
singer.
It's no good to us anyway until we get her in the forest. Her blackmail
And yes,
won't really
my
help us on
karaoke
why Ace was
series
killed.
is not
Right,
is
Miss
still
Sparkle, can
in
you
production,
please
shall I
stop
say? But it's not
whispering over there
cancelled.
and
It's
tell
just
us about this book.
it's just that I just
Sorry,
can't
Your
fit it in
Honor.
my schedule.
This is an advanced spell book.
Which
If
is
we
basically
can find a
school,
teleportation
school,
spell
school, laziness,
inside,
laziness,
it
laziness,
proves
school,
Sonata
school,
could have
school,
escaped the
laziness,
forest
laziness.
without using the
Rinse,
entrance.
repeat.
But these pages, Mr. Wright, I can't make a lick
Because
of
they're
sense
in
out of them.
Chinese.
I'm not
You're
familiar
not
with
supposed to
these
understand them.
characters.
You're supposed to
We have
sense
a
them.
magically adept
You're supposed to
unicorn with an astute
magically
mind for the subject
feel
right here to
the
confirm if
words
there's a teleportation
materializing
spell
in
this
your
book.
brain,
Twilight Sparkle.
forming magical
Miss
spells.
Sparkle, can you please confirm if there's
Okay,
a
okay, okay.
teleportation spell in
That
this
was a
book
bit
as
too
Mr.
far.
Wright claims?
Maybe? I don't know.
Yes, Your Honor, I can.
Objection!
Oh my god. Wait,
No,
Oh.
you don't!
it was her. Okay, yeah, it's Trixie.
Her decoding what it says would be biased.
Then we
Hey!
need
don't lie.
an expert. Let's.
Sorry, but this court can't take that chance. You being friends with the defense
Hey,
completely ruins
judges
your credibility.
can
Any other
be friends with lawyers or
We could
prosecutors,
get a
so
professor from
that's a
Camelot's
bit of
Magic Academy to
hypocrisy.
confirm it, if I
I
can't.
guess, maybe.
It shouldn't take long
Maybe
once I
there's
find
some
the spell.
insane
I'll
logic
just
that I'm
have
just
Spikes
trying to
uncopy
make
the
sense
inscriptions in the
of. I don't
book to the
know.
Academy.
Money equals camel equals sand,
Very
sand
well.
equals vagina,
All
vagina
grant a
equals
short
love,
recess
love
for the
equals
defense to analyse
feelings,
this
feelings
book
equals
and the
friendship,
photograph,
friendship
and give
equals
time for Miss Sparkle to gather her findings.
damn it. I got tied my own senseless logic loop.
The spell Twilight Sparkle located in the book was indeed the relocation spell. It was also verified by the head professor in Canterlot's main magic academy.
Professor motherfucking Oak.
So there is the possibility she may have teleported from the forest.
Exactly.
So what?
That's what I was
The
saying
spell is in my
500
book,
times.
but you can't prove I actually know this spell. I don't know how to execute it.
You're
God
saying
damn it,
you
unicorns
don't
are
know how
jacks
to
of all
teleport?
trades. They jack off
If
everybody. I
I
mean,
owned
jack,
a book
they
on quantum
know.
physics,
Very
would
good.
that mean I had a master's degree in quantum physics?
Maybe. I don't know.
Good
I don't
point.
read books about things I don't
Hey,
understand.
I actually own
That's
a
why I
great,
don't have any
insightful
math
book on
books in
quantum
my
physics,
in my
and I
home.
don't mean to brag,
In
but
fact, they're banned.
I
I
know a
banned
lot
them.
about quantum physics.
Oh my
I study
god.
it regularly.
The
You never know when
simple
you might
phrase
need quantum
physics
physics
is.
to get you out of a jam.
Oh no no
It's a
no no no
really
no 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 no
fascinating
no!
subject,
Don't
and I
talk
take
about it,
great
please,
pride and
please. I
passion
beg
in-
you. Oh my god, thank you. Quantum physics causes me.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Many unicorns like me have a hard time executing that rare spell.
Rare
A
spell.
good percentage just don't have it in them to do it.
Oh,
It's even more difficult for
come
one such as
on.
myself, as my talent
I've
isn't
seen
magic
hundreds
like the defense's
of
co-counsel
unicorns.
and the
No,
prosecution.
I see Pegasus.
And
You
besides
pig
that,
Pegasus.
even if I was
it was
able
goddamn
to
magic
teleport,
spell. So
riddle me this, right?
riddle me this, riddle
If
me
you're
that. Suck my
claiming I
dick, you.
teleported,
cat.
why would I not teleport back to my hotel room?
Huh?
If you're accusing me of secretly being in the forest, why would I compromise everything by teleporting near Fluttershy's abode, leaving myself exposed and vulnerable, not being able to use magic?
You do what now?
Think. Gears in the head.
Since you seem a great deal ignorant to this, perhaps your co-counsel would like to explain this spell in a
Oh
little
my
more detail,
God.
as she seems to be an expert on it.
I wish I was that good of a liar.
Okay, it works like this.
Maybe my history teacher would believe me that I actually do my homework. Oh shit! I hope she doesn't watch this video. Wait, what the?
When performing a teleportation spell, you need 3 things: a mental image of your destination, stalwart concentration, and natural magic talent. A less talented unicorn could learn the teleportation spell and perform it well enough to make one big jump from deep inside the forest to almost anywhere in Ponyville, but their magic would be completely diminished afterwards.
So what you're saying is, if you were guilty of being in the forest that night and didn't want to be caught,
Why would I teleport right in front of Fluttershy's
You
house out in the open so she could potentially
already
catch me
tired.
and not to my
You are
hotel
wrong.
room? Do I look that stupid?
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but she's right.
What?
If she really did teleport, why would she make her destination out in the open?
The limits on teleportation are you can only jump to places you've seen with your own eyes. It doesn't make any sense she'd teleport to somewhere she'd get caught.
And we know Sonata must have been in that hotel room beforehand. She was Ace's manager. There's got to be some explanation for this.
Seeing as
She-
you do
maybe
not
she
have any
teleported to
proof
the
as
forest.
to why Fluttershy didn't see me leave the forest, may I please go now?
Objection!
I've had enough of this 3-ring circus you call a trial.
Hey, that's a Tuesday for me, not a free ring circus. Oh my god. Oh great. Now she's gonna brag, right?
Miss Trixie, may I ask what is so funny?
I thought I shut you up earlier.
Oh, it's just that Trixie knows of a reason why this witness didn't teleport all the way back to her hotel room.
You do? But why are you...
Why are you helping the defense?
You need to be taught some manners, you impudent hussy. No pony, and I mean no pony, disrespects the great and powerful Trixie.
Only I
This
can
is
call her a
exactly
bitch.
Why she shouldn't be prosecuting.
Looks
Because
like
she
the
wants to
Trixie
get
we all
to the
know and
truth.
love is back.
Is she Miles
Why is she
Edgeworth?
helping us?
I don't think she's doing it to help us, more so to defend her pride.
Yeah, exactly.
Either way, I'm not complaining. Let's just see where this goes.
Miss Trixie, you have an idea as to why the witness here didn't teleport all the way back to the hotel?
Trixie certainly does, Your Honor.
She's too weak, right?
During Trixie's extravagant magic show, the grand finale involves teleportation.
I thought she was gonna see Grand
Trixie
Theft
would use
Auto.
her magnificent, unrivaled powers to teleport behind the audience, letting
that
off a
doesn't seem so
display
flashy.
of fireworks and other grand visuals to put the crowd in a state of sheer awe.
Yawn.
Aren't you special?
Since the advent of a lavender loser, Trixie has received
come
some
on.
tough crowds. Yeah,
Yeah,
Trixie's talking about you, Twilight Snarkle. You and your stupid bangs.
Hey, her bangs are cute.
Twilight Snarkle?
That's
I
the
know,
word.
it's the worst insult I've ever heard.
Yeah,
And what's worse is she keeps attacking my bangs.
they're
What's
cute.
wrong with my bangs? They match my tail.
I don't know. I actually thought your fringe looked kind of cute.
Exactly.
Trixie has had tomatoes and an assortment of other fruit and vegetables tossed at her during her show.
Unfortunately, no one was smart enough to throw diarrhea.
Of course.
Oh my god, that's a genius idea.
I know where
I'm a
Trixie is going
freaking
with
genius. I should pay
Care
this
to
idea.
enlighten me?
Oh my god, I used to do that
Listen.
shit now. Sorry, I gotta go.
During one of her shows,
Okay, I'm not.
Trixie
Okay, I'm
was
not.
preparing for her teleportation finale when a wretched apple hit Trixie and interrupted her.
Then what happened?
Trixie ended up in the middle of the crowd instead of behind them.
What? How does that work?
When a unicorn loses focus of a teleportation spell while channeling magic, as Dorky Bangs mentioned,
Hey,
results will be random. You'll end up anywhere between point A and B. Trixie isn't saying that sad excuse of a unicorn on the stand bumbled it up, though. Just that it's a possible explanation for why she ended up where she did.
I don't believe this. You're doing everything wrong!
Speaking of wrong,
oh my
the ball
god.
is in your court now. Whether that's what happened or not is for you to prove.
I'm still a little shocked Trixie just did that.
Alright,
Me
let's
too.
try that while
But
it's hot.
useless Unless we can prove
Oh,
something
it's
interrupted
hot
Sonata while she
and
prepared
burns
to
my
teleport.
hand when I touch it. Wha-
How can we prove something like that? I've been looking through our evidence and I don't see a thing.
Actually, I think I got it. Your Honor, I think I know what could have startled
A little
Sonata.
lie, a little
What
vague
is that,
evidence, a
Mr.
little
White?
testimony.
The answer is obvious. It was the lightning bolt.
Oh,
Exactly.
that makes sense. That sound would have startled anyone, especially if they were in a dark, spooky
Christ.
forest at the
If I was
time.
just staying around getting
Exactly.
concentration,
You sure you want to suggest that, Mr.
oh
Wrong?
my
The
god.
first lightning bolt struck at 8:40, meaning Sonata would have a perfect alibi. She would have been preparing to leave the forest before any of the lightning struck. That is, if you're really trying to pin this on her.
What about the second one?
We've been through this, trite. 3 witnesses
Godo?
testified
Oh my
to not
god,
hearing.
Godo.
You can still see
She's-
without a
she's
doubt
channeling
that
the Godo
lightning bolt
Godo.
did
God
not make
damn
a
it.
sound that night. But if you would like to suggest that the first lightning bolt startled her, Trixie's all fine and dandy with that.
No, no, no.
It seems
no,
Sonata
no,
has
no,
a tighter alibi
shit,
than
shit,
before.
Shit, we
That
think.
can't be! Just look at her! She's sweating bullets right now!
If you had a Neanderthal with a goofy haircut and an evil purple-shaded nerd
Hey,
lobbing
you're
false
calling evil.
accusations at you, would you be sitting there with a happy smile on your face?
No.
She has a point,
In fact,
right?
I'll probably make a poker face.
This is such a glorious day for Trixie. Trixie has finally exacted her revenge on Twilight Snarkle, had a dangerous criminal banished, and put the stupid four-eyed bimbo in her place. Can you say hat trick?
You know what I call a
It's
hat
good
trick?
thing Trixie had
Shitting in
confirmation
your
of that
hat.
first bolt.
Okay, too much
Otherwise,
poop
all
jokes,
this
sorry.
wouldn't have been possible.
I got it!
Ha.
I know what startled Sonata here. Not only that, but I can clear up another mystery too.
Please do go on, Mr. Wright.
Come on, Phoenix.
Let's think
You
back
can
to
win this
yesterday.
trial.
We had a certain little witness confirm the time of the first bolt for us.
Oh, you mean that cute filly?
She looks-
Yes, Your Honor.
Apple Bloom.
She looks
Apple Bloom was
weird
lost in the forest for
why?
quite some time, when all of a sudden, she
She
bumped into something.
something.
We've already concluded that was irrelevant information, though.
You know what's relevant? You.
Not exactly.
Zing.
Because I think the thing Apple Bloom bumped into is right there on the stand.
Right there on the stand. On the other hand.
Let's bring ourselves back to that night. Apple Bloom was lost in the forest and bumped into something she couldn't see, making it jump from what she described. Suddenly she sees a large flash of light she thought was lightning, but was actually the teleportation spell.
Uh-oh, looks like he found you out.
Sonata was preparing to teleport to the hotel room, no doubt. But she was startled by Apple Bloom bashing into her out of nowhere and lost her focus. Apple Bloom ended up being an unintentional stowaway during Sonata's incomplete teleportation spell. The interruption sent them both not to Sonata's room, but right near Fluttershy's cottage.
Oh my
That's
god, that
why
would be
Fluttershy
creepy
didn't
as
see
shit
Apple
on
Bloom leave the
room.
forest. Sonata brought her out
Sorry.
by teleporting. Drained after using an advanced spell and being next to a blind, disoriented filly, Sonata had no choice but to run eastward with a golf club in her mouth.
In other words, get
Apple
the
Bloom,
fucking head
however,
dodge.
walked home to Sweet Apple Acres in the south.
This is ridiculous. You have no proof I did this.
No
We
point
have.
in denying it anymore. We all know you were in that forest, Four Eyes. So why don't you be a good little pony and come clean? All we need is possibility. Unless you care to explain where you've seen that golf club before?
Oh wait, you cannot.
This also explains how the filly escaped the forest undetected.
Exactly. This is the best explanation we have.
Yeah, this is
You're
tip-top
caught,
explanation.
Sonata. Time to face the music. What were you doing in the forest that night?
I refuse to testify.
God damn it.
I reserve the right to remain silent in any case where my testimony could lead to self-incrimination.
Oh, please. Perhaps Trixie can once again enlighten every pony.
To quote a rap
see,
from John
our
Cena,
sophisticated-looking
you hate me because
business
I'm white,
pony
that's
here
reverse
has a gloomy
discrimination.
secret.
I hate you for 2 words, illegal
Trixie's
immigration.
brilliant mind was able to find this out yesterday, after the conclusion of the analysis of that filthy griffin feather.
This has to do with why she was in the forest?
Yes, it does. Little Miss Sonata here is a dirty blackmailer.
No!
Yes, yes,
Wait,
yes.
you knew about that?
And you know,
Of course Trixie knew. Why do you ask, Mr. Wrong?
couldn't you have
I
told
was kind
someone?
of saving that information for my ace in the hole.
Aw, what a
Too
shame.
late, Trixie beat you to it.
God damn it.
Trixie knew those pictures of
Can't
rainbow
I
trash
have
had
some
something
fun
to
for
do
once
with
in
this.
on those
So
goddamn
Trixie simply
trials?
asked the local developers
Can I
for a
have the
record of their
advantage
clients.
for once?
Why didn't I think of that?
And they told Trixie it was you, Four Eyes. Trixie simply connected the dots to why this manager of an undefeated athlete would develop pictures like those. She and the victim were in cahoots with each other, blackmailing Rainbow Trash and probably many more throughout the late Mr. Swift's career.
Implying it's a career.
Might I ask?
It
if
was
the
defeating the very
prosecution and defense
point
knew
of
about
competition.
this, well, why didn't they bring it up sooner?
Trixie could have spoken for Mr. Wrong, but she didn't because the situation didn't call for it. Trixie didn't believe there was a way this witness could have been in the forest, but we seem to have proven otherwise.
And I couldn't because, she was blackmailing me.
You
That
let her
was
blackmail
awkward.
you?
Hey,
Wow, you really are a loser.
hey, when Pinkie Pie leads you to
Miss
something,
Sonata, were
you
blackmailing
take the blame.
defense's clients?
Jeez.
No, I wasn't. I would never do anything like that.
These papers say otherwise. I found all these in Sonata's hotel room, and this particular letter, blackmailing my client, matches Sonata's writing.
There you have it. Trixie has used her brilliance to triumph over a snide
Well,
liar.
that was Phoenix Wright's
Miss
brilliance, not
Sonata,
yours.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Now go to the corner and think about what you have done. That's supposed to be dramatic. Breaking a pencil.
Taking advantage of others like that? You're despicable.
Wait,
Spare
are we
me.
still talking about blackmail,
You've
or are we talking about
finally
rape?
proven I was in the forest and that I was blackmailing your client. But that hardly makes me a murderer.
We'll see about that. Let's hear what you were doing in the forest that night.
Oh my dear
There's no escaping
Sonata.
either. You've already cast too much suspicion over yourself to just waltz out of here.
All fine
Oh,
and dandy.
and Mr. Wrong.
What?
Let Trixie make one thing crystal clear. Trixie still knows for a fact Rainbow Trash is the true culprit of this crime.
Then why did you...
Because Trixie needs the correct facts before she can properly prosecute that rainbow loser.
Which is
In
gonna be your
fact, This whole
downfall.
blackmail revelation sets that motive you so desperately wanted before. Rainbow Trash killed him because the cheater and his bimbo manager were blackmailing her.
Actually, Sonata could have done it. Remember that letter that he wrote, that he's quitting, that he's just splitting, that he says, fuck it, and taking his ball and going home.
Don't
She
sit
didn't
there
like
so
it.
comfortably, right? This
She didn't
is
like it
far
at all.
from over. And Trixie,
So she decided to end him, to end his career, and silence him.
I dislike
permanently.
you. Just thought I'd reiterate that in case it wasn't clear enough.
Oh, thank you. Trixie gets that a lot.
That wasn't a compliment, Trixie.
No point in hiding it. Ace and I were blackmailing Rainbow Dash. We ordered her to meet in the Everfree Forest. I got there long before Ace, and I hid in some foliage near the meeting place.
No, I'm not gonna
Rainbow
make that
Dash
joke
showed
for the
up and
first
made
time.
negotiations
First
with
time
Ace.
shitty, second time shitty,
She
third time.
declined and flew up
The
high,
charm!
hitting a storm cloud she put
You
there
didn't get that
before
pun, did you?
I watched
What a
as the lightning
shame.
bolt hit Ace directly on one of the exposed parts
Let
on
a few
his
words
suit.
sink in.
It sent him flying a few feet.
And then remember
as
that
the
song,
prosecution
No More
stated.
Words.
I got out of the forest as fast as I could. That is all that happened. This changes nothing.
Objection!
This still doesn't explain why you took the golf club.
I still deny touching that.
She
I
had to
only
scratch
saw
her
it
back
on a crime
somehow,
scene.
didn't she?
You aren't too smart, are you? You were the last pony in there, and it was
I thought she
found
was referring to
outside the
Phoenix.
forest.
Not
Hey,
to
don't
mention
insult
you're the
Phoenix,
only
he's my
suspect.
friend.
There's
Not
no
so,
way
and
Fluttershy
I'm not
could
gonna
have
see
seen
my
the
man
handle
because
before
that
that
sounds
point, other than when she
suggestive.
saw you walking with it.
Not that I have anything
Then
wrong
maybe
with
she's the one
minorities.
who took it out.
No, in fact,
You said your pink
minorities
accomplice
are
lost the accursed
people
thing
united.
in that forest a
Minorities
week
are a
ago.
thing, in my opinion.
Therefore, Fluttershy could have witnessed her lose it. The forest is near her cottage, after all. Though she saw me going towards town, there is a large time frame where she was alone. You have no way to
We
tie
can
me
have-
to
we
that
can
golf
make
club other than
animals
what she
testify.
claims she saw. I was simply in the forest to oversee our
Sorry.
deal with Rainbow Dash, who I then
We
witnessed
could ask
kill
the animals
Ace.
testify. Come on,
Who does
maybe
she
the
think
pair,
is
like in
fooling?
like in that one trial.
Phoenix? I don't mean to interrupt you,
Oops,
but
sorry, that was just me flipping a
But
coin.
what?
there's something that
But
rubs me the wrong
what?
way about the testimony she gave.
Huh? There is? What is it?
Call it intuition. I think it has something to do with what I found yesterday.
My new intuition,
I
there's a
better
new
look through the
addition.
evidence Twilight
Every
gave you.
repetition, not a new addition.
No point in hiding it. Ace and I were blackmailing Rainbow Dash. We ordered her to meet in the Everfree Forest.
Hold it! Why would you want to meet in the forest? Surely you know how dangerous it is in there.
Ace and I personally liked making these deals in secluded locations. We couldn't risk flies on the wall listening in.
And
A
this is how you had your
dedicated
victims
spy
corroborate.
just
You were able
could
to find their weaknesses
get
using
there,
their
just
talent
even
moves.
eavesdrop.
It's probably why he was really wearing that lightning-proof suit. Not to prepare for the race, but to attempt to conceal his identity from Rainbow Dash in the dark forest, as you just naturally blended in with your dark colors.
That's correct. It's worked up to this point. Well, besides two individuals who went against my terms. One being the defendant, the other... I'm sure you know who that is, right? Don't you?
The answer is the last word in that
But
sentence.
both of them are going to get their just desserts soon enough.
Objection! As
Hold on.
much as Trixie would love to see you both arrested, we honestly don't care how you cheat and manipulate. Let's get back to what you saw in the forest, Four Eyes.
Cheat and manipulate.
I lie,
Do you
I cheat
really
and
think
steal.
You have the right to
Wait,
judge
is that
me?
Eddie
What
Guerrero's
do you
catchphrase?
say
I
we all
don't
talk
remember.
about
That's how it
you
went.
and your pitifully weak vendetta against the Defense's co-counsel over there. That's right, Twilight. It stems past the humiliation she suffered from you. Isn't that right, Trixie?
Huh. Don't even bother trying to pull that one again, lady. Trixie was
Oh,
a
you
fool
mad,
to
you
let
mad.
some blackmailing hussy get to her the first time. Even if Trixie has to get you off the hook for Mr. Wrong's murder accusation, you're still getting locked up for your other crimes. Trixie hopes you enjoy stale bread, because that's all you're going to be eating for a long time.
Head on!
Oh, come on!
Sonata,
That was
please
awesome.
continue your testimony.
Don't interfere.
What
Let
are you
the
talking
natural
I'll tell you
result
later.
come.
You've got to focus on winning here.
Winning streak.
I
Winning
got
week.
there long before Ace, and I hid in some foliage near the meeting place. Rainbow Dash showed up and made negotiations with Ace.
Hold it!
How
And
did
what
it go?
were these negotiations?
For her to drop out of the race.
Why didn't you just have her lose? Why have her drop out completely?
Several reasons.
Oh my god.
Because of her performance at another event, it's clear she's the better athlete in every way, shape, and form.
Exactly.
But the main reason was because
The
of her
underdog
arrogance
winning
and
because of his
pride.
cheating.
If she were to participate in that race, there was a chance her competitive nature would kick in, and she would throw away all bets and try to win, even at the price
Exactly.
of those pictures being exposed.
She's too proud just to let someone
I've
win
only known
against
her for a day
her.
and a half, and that really sounds like something Rainbow Dash would do.
She declined and flew up high, hitting a storm cloud she put there in foresight. I watched as a lightning bolt hit Ace directly on one of the exposed parts on his suit. It sent him flying a few feet, as the prosecution stated.
Hold it! I'd like to ask you what you witnessed here, Sonata. Unlike Gilda, you actually saw this, correct?
Every solitary detail. Yes.
How were you able to see all this? I'm sure Rainbow Dash would have seen you if you were illuminating the area with your horn.
That's because I didn't. The lightning itself lit up the area after she set it off. In that split second, I was able to see
Seriously?
everything that had happened.
Come on!
Would you care to share these details?
After the negotiations went sour, Rainbow flew
I've heard
up
so many
and hit
people
that
say that
cloud.
in that split
As you know,
second.
there are
I
some
noticed
exposed
that
parts
very
on that
specific
racing suit.
thing.
I saw
On
Ace
one part of
look
the
up,
screen there
bewildered
was
at what she
blood,
was
and the
doing,
other
and
one there
bolt
was a
hit
dead
directly
body.
on his neck.
He had blonde
As
hair and
Gilda
black
claimed, the
eyes,
prosecution
which were
theorized,
bleeding.
the lightning's impact hurtled his body a few feet.
His neck, huh?
I got out
His
of the
neck,
forest
which
as
was
fast as I could.
snapped multiple times
That
before.
is all that happened. This changes nothing.
Objection! Looks like you saw things wrong here, Sonata. Or maybe you're just lying.
What are you talking about?
It's kind of funny that she
Something else
that
should have
she
happened
objected to this changes
Something
nothing.
else.
Detailed right here in this autopsy report, there was a burn mark on the back of the victim's neck. Sonata, if you watch these events transpire, how did he come to acquire this scar?
I left the forest right away. How should I know?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
You didn't leave the forest right away.
You
How
bumped
would
in-
you know that?
Oh, shut
Do
up.
you remember what time Applebloom got out?
Ah,
9
she forgot.
o'clock. Cursity of Sonata. Seeing as the lightning bolt hit 8:40, and it's only a 15-minute walk to the entrance, that leaves a long time frame where you were still inside the forest. In fact, it's even larger considering you admitted to teleporting out. So I'll ask again, where did he get that scar?
Objection!
Oh my god.
She did explain where he got it. The lightning itself must have struck in his exposed neck.
Objection!
Finally.
Not according to another detail Sonata shared. She stated, I saw Ace look up, bewildered at what she was doing, and the bolt hit him directly on the neck.
You're right!
Wait, where's...
It would have left a mark on the front of his neck if he was looking up.
Oh.
Care to explain this, Four Eyes?
Screw you, man, Rick Moranis.
That mark isn't from the light.
Alright. What?
That mark was from the day before the incident. Ace was in a dangerous race inside a Freet's volcano and must have picked up the nasty scar from some embers.
Hell, I've got burns
Well,
before,
that could explain
and that's
it.
not
His
how
schedule confirms
how
that
it
he
works.
was indeed
At
racing in
least
that volcano
in
the
my
day
case.
before he came into Ponyville. It would have still been fresh. This is just stupid. Of all places you could race, why would any pony with a sane mind feel the need to race in a volcano?
High price, high
High
risk.
risk, high reward.
God
the prize
damn
is a
it!
treasure known as the Flame Dragon.
Don't steal my
Ruby.
lines. Come
And I
on.
bet you two won that through
I really
cheating, huh?
speak. At least let me
did.
say my own lines
Problem.
instead of stealing them.
Shut up,
Oh,
wrong.
you troll!
She gave
Come
you a
on.
good
Alright.
explanation for the burn.
High risk, high reward.
Do you have a doctor's
Apparently
note
she's
to
a fan
confirm
of
this
wrestling.
He
injury?
didn't like
And that
doctors,
quote
so it
could be
doesn't really
applied
come as a
to one of my
surprise that he didn't
personal
want to get
favorite
it checked out.
wrestlers,
So you're
the
saying he had this
charismatic
burn
Enigma
mark on his neck
from
before he
Cameron,
even
North
arrived
Carolina,
in Ponyville?
weighing at
That's exactly what I'm
225
saying.
pounds.
Mr. Wright is doing
Jeff.
what defense attorneys do best,
Yeah,
trying to
Hardy.
make something out
Of
of
course,
irrelevant
Hardy.
details.
Wait!
Oh.
There is something wrong here.
The-
He couldn't have had that burn mark before the incident.
Twilight, I'm supposed to be the lawyer here.
Hey, give her a
Stick
chance.
to the book, Snarkle. He got that scar from his race in the volcano.
Hell, I
No,
shoved my
he
dick in the
didn't.
volcano, man.
And I have
And I
proof.
didn't have any scar.
Twilight, you really shouldn't.
A pony named Cruise Control gave this to me yesterday.
Hey, that's a funky track.
And what about it?
It's a picture of the victim entering the forest. With the timestamp on it, it shows it was taken 20 minutes before the crime even took place.
What are you
Oh.
trying to prove here, Snarkle? Every pony knows when he entered the forest.
I'm not trying to prove he went in there. Look closer and you'll see exactly what I'm trying to prove.
Ha 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 ha.
You see it, don't you? There's no burn mark on the back of his neck.
Exactly.
Oh my! She's right!
This proves he acquired
Shock
that
one
scar
up for
while he was in
Twilight.
the forest. Oh my gosh, did every pony see that? That felt so exhilarating. This is so exciting!
That was
I found a
cathartic.
flaw in her testimony! Do you all think I sounded professional enough? Oh, I'm
Yep.
going to tell the princess about this!
Okay,
Twilight, relax.
That was cathartic. Yeah, that's how I
Sorry,
reacted when
I
I
got a
did
little
something
carried away.
awesome.
Maybe a little.
Yeah, but
But
it's still
thank
look
you
good.
anyway.
Yeah,
Let me take
exactly.
the reins from here.
Things are in order. Hey, congratulations.
Sonata, as my co-counsel has pointed out, he couldn't have acquired that scar prior to entering the forest.
It was from the golf club.
The
What?
golf club?
Really?
I'd like to hear how this golf club resulted in a burn mark.
That just sounds so ridiculous. This can't be taken seriously. Jesus Christ, that's a parody of a testimony. That was the golf club. The golf club did it.
When Rainbow Dash set the cloud off, the bolt was large enough to hit Ace as well as the ground. The bolt had started a fire, and it was my burden to put it out.
Surely you're
Fell
going
to
to
the
put
ground,
out.
neck landing on the golf club and breaking it. That's how the burn mark got there. I moved the body and stick aside and put out the fire myself. I ran away from the crime scene after experiencing such an incident, but returned later when I realized I forgot to take the golf club.
Well,
So you really did take the golf club?
Yes, I did. Problem?
You were just denying
my
earlier you
God,
even
it's-
touched it.
That's because I tampered with the crime scene. That would have me, and is going to have me, put away for quite some time.
well, but
Then
still.
why admit it now?
Because I'm already
That
going
should
to
put her
jail for
testimony
my
into question
victory
multiple
methods.
times.
What's a little longer to
Especially
clear
since
this
she
outlandish murder
has so many
accusation you're
things to
trying to put
actually-
on me.
It's just for her
But
being
why would you
suspicious. She
carry
should
this
just
golf
be
club
arrested,
out?
and not
Because
for
I
the,
touched
and
it
not
when I
only for
moved
the
it
things she
aside.
did.
I wanted to remove
for the
all
murder,
evidence
too.
I was there.
Okay, focus, Phoenix. She's constantly revising the story. She has to run out of excuses sooner or later.
Either by the strategy that either we find something that will just basically just outright say, okay, she did it, and I'll leave it at that.
When
Or
Rainbow
we
Dash
just
set the
go
cloud
do a
off, the
freaking
bolt was large enough to hit
berserker
as well as the
trial
ground.
mode and just basically freaking, attack her testimony
big
until
was
she
the
runs
fire?
out of excuses. Preferably
Quite
the first
large.
one, since it would be
You
faster.
were at the clearing, were you not? You
Quite
probably
large.
noticed the scarring on the ground. That's how big it was before I put it out.
Yeah, it was
How did
so
you
large
manage
that
to
she
put
had
it
to
out?
put out.
I used Ace's bag to beat it down.
Wait a minute.
God
You took the
damn,
golf
it's just
club
so
because you touched
suggestive.
Why did you leave the bag behind?
It didn't matter. I've touched that bag a million times before. Ace's butler, too. His stylist, and even his mother when she packs his lunches.
What?
His mother still packs his lunch? How old is he?
25.
That's 2 years younger than my
And she
uncle.
didn't answer that.
The point is, there were tons of indications others have touched it aside.
And my uncle has his own
I
house,
wanted
he's a
Rainbow
musician, you
Dash
know,
to pay for
arts
not only
facilities,
not
parties,
following
and
our
fans,
times,
and all
but
that crap.
killing Ace. So I purposely left those pictures behind. The bolt had started a fire, and it was my
Maybe
burden
I'm
to
wrong,
put it
but
out.
first thing after
Why did you feel
nothing
the
like
need to
this
put it
happened,
out?
then I probably think,
Being
oh shit, I gotta get out of here,
environmentally
maybe I'm next. Instead of just
Drawing
going,
attention
oh,
to
okay, I'm gonna try to
yourself
implicate
makes
for this.
I see. If someone were to see that fire, it would attract other ponies, and you would be
I
caught on
Beavis
the
and
crime
Butthead.
scene.
Fire, 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 fire,
But
fire.
it seemed that it didn't matter.
I am going Julio.
He fell to the ground, neck landing on the golf club and breaking. That's how the burn mark got there.
He fell on the club?
Seriously, this
I heard
sounds so
it snap as it
ridiculous.
landed on top of it. So I guess so.
And
I
that's
heard
how
his
the burn
back
got
snap
there.
and his balls
I
empty.
hurried
That's
to
what
the
was
flaming
wrapped.
area and tried to put out the fire. His body was in the way, so I moved him and the stick out of the flames. The fire must have heated up the
So I
metal
thought
of the
the
stick,
one
broke,
was knocking
and
at my
left
door.
that burn mark
Jesus,
on his
that was so
neck.
fucking creepy. So I'm not gonna
That
do
would
it.
mean the body wasn't hurtled by the lightning. Sonata was the one who moved both him and the stick to the dirt patch where Gilda discovered him.
I moved the body and stick aside and put out the fire myself.
Objection!
Ooh,
Sonata, what you just said doesn't line up.
what this time?
Why not?
You said the golf club was laying in the fire. But just look at it. It's smoldered and burnt beyond any recognition. If Ace was really laying in the fire for as long as the golf club, the exposed parts on the suit should be all burned, not just a small one from the stick. Flesh burns faster than metal. Even the suit itself would have taken damage from those flames.
Exactly. We just
Oh
we see him
my!
like clobbered in
You
the
are
wild
correct,
grass.
Mr. Wright.
Your explanation doesn't make any sense, Sonata.
That.
Objection!
Oh my god.
Stop trying to turn anthills into mountains.
And stop
This is no
trying to
anthill.
hide facts.
A lot of things don't
Stop
line
trying
up
to-
with these
stop
events if
trying
we
to
take
turn
this into consideration.
Major
The
important
victim
evidence
could
to
not
just-
have been laying in that fire.
look at
His burn
trivia.
should be as severe as the likes of the golf club. But
It's
all
not
we
some
have is one burn
arcane,
mark on the back of his
obscure
neck.
Trivia.
So this can
That's-
only mean
that's
one thing.
Evidence that just shows that you.
The victim was alive after the first bolt came down.
Objection!
Oh my
This
god.
is stupid. The first bolt is the only one that could have killed him.
Objection! That's where you're wrong. I believe I know what happened based on a piece of evidence.
Evidence.
I think there was a struggle of some kind.
And I struggle like in
Again,
Kingdom
this
Hearts
is the
2,
most
mind
foolish
you.
of your foolish full brain in that foolish spiky cranium of
Francis,
yours.
come on,
How
Karma.
could you have had a
No.
struggle with lightning?
I think this
And
lightning
that was
has
just
been one
me
big
doing a
red
very
herring all
squeaky,
along.
traumatized voice.
What basis
I have to
do you
I have to
suggest the
rewatch this
victim
footage
had
before I
for
upload it.
struggles?
I'm not gonna do that. It's gonna be too long.
Let's review what we know. The burn mark on the back of his neck. The golf club is really the only thing that could have done it. I have no doubt it was laying in that fire for quite some time, which in turn heated the metal. Next, the golf club
Ooh-wee.
itself. It was to be
That was
assumed
the
it broke when
warmest
he fell
heater
on
that
top of
I've
it.
ever touched.
But the body should have been just as burned as the golf club if you were laying in that fire to render it to what it is now. There's no way the body could be like it is if it were really hit by the first bolt. We find ourselves back at this question. How did the golf club burn him?
Explain.
The only answer I can draw is someone hit him with it. And I
And that
think we all
person
know who
was-
that someone is.
Me.
Are you suggesting she hit him?
That's exactly
I
what I'm
just imagined
suggesting.
that's what happened. I just
You
imagined
just keep
her
getting
just
dumber
running
and dumber. You know that?
Well,
Then
that's
perhaps
I
you can
watched Dumb
explain
and
where he
Dumber,
got the burn
so
mark.
I guess I can
Remember,
Dumber
he
as
had
well.
to have received it while he was alive in the forest, based on this picture.
Dum, dum, dum.
Couldn't the defendant have used the stick to hit him? I just can't see why his manager would assault
Do you
him
really
like
think
this.
that a Pegasus just with
He's right. Rainbow Trash could have easily hit him.
what?
They had the pictures of her
What?
after all.
You know how hard it is
Really
to
bad
kill
when you
someone
have
with
to
a blunt
be able to
object
help
in your
others
mouth?
Rainbow could not have done that. She was
Exactly.
long gone after the lightning came down.
And a
Yeah,
Pegasus
according
just
to
could
Gilda.
all the golf
But do you
out of
remember
his
she
mouth
gave
and
up
just
chase
smacked
to
someone in
look
the
for her
face with it.
package?
Jesus Christ.
That's true, Rainbow could have gone back while Gilda was looking for her package. But I'm not talking about
You know
that.
how ridiculous
Sonata
it is?
here was the only one who could have used that golf club to hit him.
Impossible just put, just grab a blunt object like a golf
And
gun in
you
your
of
mouth,
all
just
ponies
smack
should
someone
know
with
why,
it.
Trixie.
Jesus Christ.
What do you mean?
But how could she be the only one?
Very simple, Your Honor.
The Filly's Guide to Ponies? Is that a children's book?
And
Yes,
for
it
girls
is.
at that. Jesus
I,
Christ.
gave that to you to read, not to, present as, evidence.
Shut up.
Trixie read that one while she was still learning to speak. How dare you
Oh
bring
my
such a
God.
childish item
Oh
in
my
and
god,
make a mockery of this
imagine
court?
Trixie learning speech, she's just like,
Coming from Miss
Goo
Wizard
goo
Hat and
gaga,
Wizard Claw.
pretty powerful, goo goo gaga,
hold on
goo
a
goo
sec.
gaga, gaga,
I'm just
gaga,
using this as a
gaga,
visual
Trixie,
aid to
pretty
make my
powerful.
point.
What?
This better be good.
Well,
Hey, man,
this
it's-
book is pretty
oh, it's
small.
true.
It
It's on the
details the
surface.
different types
Jesus
of ponies
Christ,
in
it's shocking.
Equestria.
On there.
Right here on page 1, unicorns use magic. And we see an illustration of a cute little unicorn
Oh,
playing
it's
with
so
toys,
adorable.
using her horn to move them.
Oh, so it scratch its ear. Oh, scratch its ear. Oh, it's so
Do you
cute.
see what I'm getting at here? If that club was hot enough to burn his neck, any physical contact with it would have burned whoever picked it up. So
That's
that completely
also-
rules out Rainbow Dash and Gilda. And even if they did pick up the stick while it was cooled down, it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't be hot anymore, thus not being able to leave that mark.
No!
That would be
Yes.
the case if you were
Yes.
anyone. Or
Yes. yes.
any pony but a unicorn. Sonata is the
Ah.
only one who could have used it as a weapon. For the simple fact she could have picked it up without touching it using a levitation spell.
That's basic
Don't
magic.
even bother saying you don't know that spell either, Sonata. It's one of the
Only a
simplest of
unicorn
unicorn
with a-
spells. I've even seen you doing it, picking up that notepad.
Only a unicorn with Down syndrome would not be able to use this spell.
That leaves 2 questions, Sonata. Why would you hit your longtime business partner? And how did he die of electrocution?
First, he wanted to quit. Second,
To tell the truth, I don't have an answer for the latter. But I may have the one to why you hit him.
I ran out
But
of
this is
steam
wrong.
in my brain.
She couldn't have done it. Why would she? She was his assistant.
Weren't you the one who said
Was.
the motive doesn't matter, Trixie?
You!
But unlike you, I think it does matter. And I'll gladly explain what I think her motive for striking him with the golf club was. Tell me, Sonata, the reason you hit him was this, wasn't it? You were planning on backing out of your dubious blackmailing deeds, weren't you?
Exactly.
As it says in your letter of resignation here. You probably showed this to Ace right after your deal with Rainbow went bad.
Retire. She's going to say, fuck it, take her ball and go home.
I don't think Ace was too happy with your decision. This letter was torn in half. Half was found by Fluttershy's cottage, most likely blown away by the wind. While the other you must have recovered, as I found it in your hotel room. You couldn't just throw it away. Someone might find it. So you kept it in your room, while the police were busy investigating the crime scene. That's probably why you got so angry when
right,
Pinky
yeah.
and I intruded. You were afraid we might have discovered the meaning behind the letter. Also, the reason you didn't have us arrested on the spot. The police might have confiscated my evidence, including the torn letter, and connected it to you.
Zing, zing,
What's
zing.
the motive, Mr. Wright?
Ace probably wasn't too thrilled about his partner in crime giving up the ghost on their business.
Exactly.
Which is why he tore the letter in half after reading it. He didn't want to give it up, and in turn, didn't want you publicly disclosing what you two were doing.
Some strange ass shit.
Now, I doubt branding him with a hot stick was enough to kill him. and no doubt
I
he'd be
wish there
angrier
was just
afterward.
more humorous.
There's no way you could prepare teleporting when engaged
poking
in
her
an
hot second and just really, ow, ow,
But what
ow,
happened
ow.
after Sonata?
And she was just poking
There's
him
no way you
away,
can't
and
know.
she just kept flying
First
around
and second
trying to
lightning
avoid
could
that
not have killed
hot
him based on the
poker.
evidence we have. So what killed him, Sonata? There's nobody left to blame for his death but yourself. Rainbow Dash being long gone after the first bolt came down. Gilda searching for her package. And Apple being lost in the forest who
Oh my
later be
god.
brought out.
She was searching
You're the
for a
only one left who
package.
could have done it.
Jeez.
But if you're saying she killed him, how could she have electrocuted him?
Trixie, you must know as well as I do that there are some spells out there capable of electrocution.
That
But
probably was
artificial
awesome.
electricity isn't strong enough to kill.
Doing a burn second, just
Given the
pointing at
situation
someone
she
and
was
just
in, being threatened by him,
and then just bam,
could have
he
caused a
gets,
magic surge.
gets shot by lightning
And the fact he was
dies.
weakened after being
Bam.
hit with a blazing hot
Right in
blunt
the weak
object
spot.
that could have caused head trauma. The jolt could have been enough to stop his heart.
She'd also have the ability to aim it at one of the exposed areas on the suit. Not only from examining the suit, but the magic illuminating the area where she conducted the spell.
You can't just say she did this. If Ace was really threatening her, why would she not just run away? Resorting to violence as a first option is totally illogical.
She couldn't have run. He was an athlete. He could
Okay,
have
a
easily
shitty
caught her
one, and
without
a
even
shooter,
trying.
but an
And I
athlete
doubt they just talked
nonetheless.
things over and made up after she hit him by the fact we have a dead body. There's no way the
Love it.
second bolt could have done it, being a dud as Trixie uncovered. And even if it wasn't a dud, it would have had to hit him in midair to not make a noise, which is impossible due to the protective suit. There's no way out of it. Sonata must have electrocuted him somehow between the time frame the first bolt came down and when Gilda moved the body.
Miss Sonata, what do you have to say to all this?
It's amazing what one little mistake ended up costing me.
Finally.
What?
When I first spoke with you, I noticed. Your eyes showed a lot of determination and resourcefulness.
Oh
That's
my
one of the things I
god,
look
I'm
at
sorry, I'm
first.
sorry.
Eyes
I'm sorry to
alone
all
show
people who
what
enjoy
someone is like more than any
enjoy
other part of
emotional
the
scenes,
body.
but
They really are the
just
window
all
to the
this
soul.
suddenly just
No,
start being
it wasn't
a
you.
villain just
You
suddenly
didn't do
going
it.
all
It was
emotional,
rainbow
going,
trash.
It's
the
why
first
I
time
wear
I
these
saw
glasses.
I saw that you were
They aren't correctional.
that she was
They're
so
purely
determined.
cosmetic. Though they're transparent, I feel like they shield me. I was afraid
Also, it
someone would
just
find
starts
out
to
who
annoy
I
me more
am.
than just
Find some
provoke emotion
weakness.
from me.
Just like what you were doing.
Exactly.
Stop! You didn't do it!
I suppose my weakness was pity. That's what made me write up that letter you hold in your hands, right?
The guilt of what you were doing to those innocent athletes caught up to you, didn't it?
Yes. That night, we arranged for Rainbow Dash to meet us in the forest.
Time for negotiations.
Forget it! I'm not doing it!
Do it or else.
I don't care about that. Besides, I've got a better idea.
What?
Enjoy the parting gift! Smell you later, sucker!
It's scary motherfucking
Ace.
milk. Oh
I thought you said she would do it, Sonata.
I don't know what went wrong.
Ah, never mind. Quick, put out that fire.
Use your bag to smother it.
A quick prayer to the fire that was put out.
I think we got all the flames.
This is just perfect. That little upstart is gonna ruin everything.
She won't tell. There's no way she can afford telling anyone about those pictures.
Then why didn't she cooperate? Do you realize we're sunk if she opens her mouth?
Shit. Woof woof.
It can still work out. I just have to beat her the old-fashioned way. That sonic rainbow thing was probably just over-exaggerated. Right?
Fat chance.
What's with you? You've been like that since we got here.
Like what?
All
what?
dodgy. And you mope whenever we talk.
There was actually something I wanted to tell you after this whole thing went through.
What is it?
I was going to give you this, but perhaps it's better if I tell you.
Tell me what?
I can't help you do this anymore.
What?
These scandals we're pulling, I think we've gone too far.
Too far? Pfft, it's not like any pony is getting hurt.
No, but lives are
We're
still ruined.
exploiting vulnerabilities and weaknesses of innocent athletes just for our own fame and fortune.
If
What
only
exactly
more
are you trying
people
to
were
say,
self-aware.
Sonata?
Either you come clean and tell the truth about how you've been winning all this time, or
I quit.
Are you joking? You can't quit.
No,
I
I'm
can't do
Sonata.
this
I'm
without
not
you.
joking.
Then you'll go down with me. If I'm caught, you'll be caught too. You're just as guilty.
I'm sorry, even if that may be the case, so be it. I can't do this anymore.
No!
Damn.
Ace, calm down.
We can't go back now.
Ace?
You're not going anywhere, Sonata.
What are you doing?
Anywhere, bitch.
An unfortunate fate in the forest.
What?
A ferocious beast got you and ended your life.
No!
There you go.
Stop!
Have you-
Don't come any closer!
You've met with
I
a terrible
fell
fate,
into a
haven't you?
depressed state and couldn't race anymore. No one will notice my performance drop because I was forced to retire because you died.
Shit, that's
My
an evil
dear
asshole.
Sonata,
That's a
I'm
genius.
so very sorry, but I'm afraid I must ask you for one more thing.
You're a
Farewell,
turtle.
Sonata.
Oh, I was gonna say you were violent. Damn. Got hit.
You're dead.
You're dead. You're dead.
Ugh!
Unfortunately, that was a bit loud. Sorry, but if I was in a soundproof room, then you hear me just shout in anger. Jeez. Even when I'm sick, I can shout so loud that half the class can hear me during PE
In a situation
class.
like that, you don't really have time to think. I knew I couldn't run. It was hardly even
Faster,
questioned.
stronger.
Ace was
You still defeated
undeniably
him.
faster.
You earned
And I
100,000
couldn't
experience
teleport.
points. Now,
That took too much
grew to
time and
level
too much
29.
concentration. The only thing left to do then was to defend myself.
So
I reached out with my magic and took hold of the nearest object, that disfigured, smoldering remnant of a golf club, and swung it as forcefully as I could. It hit the back of his neck, still hot enough to leave a nasty burn.
Nasty bird.
The club snapped in two, and Ace shrugged the whole thing off like it was
Damn,
nothing.
that guy was tough.
When he looked at me then,
Is he make
last
Foley?
time,
Jeez.
he was angry.
If I took a freaking
I
hot,
dropped the broken pieces of the
stick to the
smoldering
neck,
golf
I
club
just
and let them
probably
fall
just-
to the ground.
just probably
And
just dropped
resorted
to my
to the
knees and
only
rubbed my
thing
neck
I had
and
left, directing the full force of my magic power in his direction
yelled
towards
pain
one
or
of the
something at
exposed
least,
parts of the
or
suit.
wine pain. But jeez,
What I had not
he
taken
shrugged
into
it off.
account was a
No
magic
cell.
surge which uncontrollably amplifies magic,
NOSELL.
and it
No
may have let
cell.
loose more than I had
John
intended.
Cena style or Hulk Hogan style.
After that, what frightened me most was not Ace and his uncontrollable anger, or even the fear of death, but that the forest around me had grown entirely silent. He was lying on the ground. The spell had hurtled him a few feet. I ran away from the clearing as fast as I could. I couldn't use any spells of any kind, not being able to concentrate after what I had just done. I just ran
Yeah,
away
that would be
in
difficult to
complete
concentrate if
darkness.
someone just
When I
you
realized he
accidentally
wasn't
killed
following me, I had to see what had happened. About
What?
10 minutes after the whole ordeal,
hell. If I was
I
then I'd just
cautiously
probably
went back to
run
the
wherever
club,
my legs
and
carry
though
me.
it was
Jeez.
dark, I saw the silhouette of his body lying there, lifeless.
Did you hear that?
It didn't take me long to realize he was dead. Being caught for blackmailing was one thing, but there was no way I wanted to be caught as a murderer.
I thought I heard someone scream.
Even if I could argue it was in self-defense, I'd have no clear-cut proof he was going to attack me. I'd be banished. I formulated a plan to take everything on the crime scene and make it look as if Rainbow Dash had done it. I quickly gathered up the golf club I struck him with, and the half of my resignation letter I still had. After I was all done, I went back into the forest, trying to calm down and prepare a teleportation back to my hotel
Let me
room.
repeat it. If I was in that situation, I'd probably run
As you all
wherever
know
my
now,
legs would carry me.
while I
If
prepared
hell,
the
if I collapse,
teleportation,
I'd
that child bumped
probably
into
just
me,
crawl
and
crawl
just
forward.
as Trixie said, it
Whatever.
was enough to corrupt my
Whatever, I
destination.
still had to run
Both
first far away
Applebloom
from
and I
there.
ended up a little
Hell,
ways
I'd
from the
probably
forest
just-
entrance near Fluttershy's
I'll
cottage.
probably avoid that place
I was
for the rest of my
completely
life, probably.
vulnerable. I couldn't use magic after that jump, so I just grabbed the stick and ran. I took a shortcut through the park. My heart was beating a mile a minute, and I wasn't really watching where I was going. I tripped on the bridge and dropped that stick in the lake. Since I was unable to use magic, I couldn't retrieve it, so I just left it down there. Once I got to my hotel, I tried to convince myself that I didn't do it. That's actually the reason I hadn't reported you earlier, Mr. Wright.
Why?
I knew you were starting to become suspicious of me when you saw some of those items lying around my room. I needed to throw you off my tail. After Wright and his friend left, I plotted to subdue him in that forest myself, but who should I run into but one of our past victims? Instead of taking the evidence back myself as I had planned, I made it so he would take the fall for me and redirect Wright's suspicion even if all the evidence was out.
Oh, so she was planning to...
And it was just
even
more
if Wright was-
serendipity you and the
she was
child
also planning
acted as
to at least
corroborating
put-
witnesses on the
put
scene to
Wright's
Cruz's attack
feeding
at Twilight,
suspicions on
when I was
cruise
just
control.
planning on the pink one to catch him. I told him I'd have his sibling pulled from the hospital if he didn't cooperate.
Oh, that's just cold.
Just wait a second here. How was he able to phone me?
I don't know what you mean by that. I tried to send you a telepathic message. It's in that spell book you found, page 162. I was hoping due to your ignorance of Equestria, you
my
wouldn't
God, no.
question it.
Ignore that joke.
I did
Ignore that
feel
joke. Just
something
erase from your
intercepted
mind.
the signal, though. But somehow I was still able to talk to you.
That was you? But the voice.
It's not hard to alter your voice when speaking through magic.
It's like a voice
You don't
modifier,
use
right?
your vocal cords for telepathy. I just studied the way cruise control enunciated
I just
and
talked
contacted you using that voice to articulate myself.
Creature.
Think of it
I love
as
you.
being
Oh,
able
wait,
to
no, I
project
can't do
a
good
piano
Jeff Hardy
melody you
impression.
once heard vividly in your mind, but not actually knowing how to play the piano.
She must have used that talent of hers to get down his voice so perfectly.
There's no way out of this now. I'm caught.
It's
And
finally
I guess it's
over.
time to pay my dues.
Finally.
Well, this seems to prove the innocence of the defendant. Miss Trixie, do you have anything to say regarding this confession?
You mad? Problem?
Miss Trixie?
She's mad. She's mad. Was that Sunset Shimmer? Holy shit, that was Sunset Shimmer. Look closely at that picture of Trixie being bullied. That was Sunset Shimmer in the background. Jesus Christ. Damn. Hey. I do a similar gesture when I just get mad. I just slam my head against my desk, which disturbed my teachers on more than one occasion.
Miss
Of course, I
Sonata,
had to do
your
that.
plea, whether your actions were in self-defense or not, will be reviewed by Equestria's Council and Supreme Court.
At least
You
that's
also
more
face several other allegations regarding
she
these
probably
blackmailing
in jail for a
and
long
tampering
time.
with the crime scene.
I'd say she dropped
I'm
the soap,
really
but
sorry
that's...
to say, but taking in account those crimes won't help their decision in your favor.
I understand.
But as of right now, I can retract my earlier verdict and hand down a proper one in the case of Miss Jack.
You won!
Yes, finally. After hours
What's the
and
matter?
hours and hours of material, it's finally over. Yes. What the?
You know as well as I do that it's not over.
Oh, come on.
You're worried, aren't you?
Oh,
Seek
come
out
on.
the
Couldn't
truth,
you
and
just use,
everything
I don't
will
know,
work out
the end
fine.
question
You'll
mark
see.
instead of just... Come on, just put out the end question mark. Jeez.
No, I can't
Is
let
that
this happen.
this difficult?
I hereby retract my earlier verdict. The defendant, Rainbow Dash, is found to be acquitted of...
Objection!
Oh, come on.
Can't I just hand down my verdict in peace? Wait, Mr. Wright?
No, Your Honor, it's not over yet. There was a contradiction in the confession the witness gave.
What?
The defense believes that Sonata did not murder A. Swift.
What?
I just admitted
Triple,
it!
quadruple,
What are you
5
doing?
times 6,
You were
7,
about
8,
to win.
9,000
Your Honor,
times.
may I please request Sonata convert that confession she just made to testimony?
This is highly unorthodox for a defense attorney to halt the verdict in their favor. But if Miss Sonata is willing to, I can allow it.
Do this kind of shit.
I really don't understand what he's trying to pull here.
Just
But if it makes him happy, I'll do it.
Mr. Wright, I must warn you, if you believe there is a contradiction in this witness's testimony and manage to prove she's lying, your client will be seen as guilty once again and will be treated as such immediately afterwards. This will be the final testimony I will grant. With a confession like this from the perpetrator, I see no more reason to prolong this trial.
The defense understands, Your Honor.
Phoenix, what are you doing?
Exactly,
Please
shoot
trust
yourself
me.
in the foot. Dude,
He's gonna be alright.
what's wrong with you? No, I don't trust you. You're trying to get German Dash killed.
I trust you.
Oh, great.
Why are you...
Exactly.
Alright, Miss Sonata, you've heard Mr.
I
Wright.
understand that
Please
he's trying
convert
to, I don't know,
your
just,
confession to
get to the
testimony.
truth, but I wouldn't just, I just probably wouldn't just notice that
Fine.
there's
Have
some,
it your way, then.
not unsolved mysteries in the case.
Ace and I have been blackmailing several athletes for some time. I finally had enough of it.
Objection.
I was going to
objection.
quit as his manager after he had won the Equestrian 500.
I thought that
After Rainbow Dash refused our blackmailing attempt, Ace was angry. It didn't help he saw my letter after we were done quelling the fire in which he ripped in half afterward. He became furious and violent. I saw no choice but to retaliate with a burned golf club that was lying on the ground to defend myself. I hit him so hard it snapped. I dropped the broken pieces and resorted to offensive magic that was enough to shock him and render him through the ground. I retreated to the dark forest, running as fast as I could. I realized he wasn't chasing me, and returned to the clearing after a good 10 minutes. I saw the silhouette of his body lying there, lifeless.
So maybe
Coming to terms
he's
with what I
survived
learned,
that life.
I gathered the broken golf club at all costs
no,
so I wouldn't be
was
caught.
Oh, that hurt.
I headed back
Oh
into
my
the
God,
forest, and once I
God.
was calm, I prepared a teleportation spell back to my hotel room.
Both shocked
And you
and
know
extreme by the attack. My opinion, hell, if I get suddenly
That's my
shot, I
confession.
in fall to the ground, I just
Satisfied?
probably go, oh
Well,
shit,
are you,
this
Mr.
hurts
Wright?
so much.
I still
And
would like to
probably last for about
cross-examine
at
the
least
witness
a
if
minute.
it's okay.
I wouldn't be letting her testify if I wasn't going to let you cross-examine her, so by all means, begin, Mr. Wright. Well, this really shouldn't worry you, Wright, but the slightest instance of you being wrong about this, I will declare Rainbow Dash's innocence, and Miss Sonata will be taken away for further questioning. What you should be worried about is if you're actually right about there being a hole in this confession.
Exactly.
Understood, Your
Avoid
Honor.
contradiction.
Are you just doing this to rub salt in my wounds?
Alright. Time to show Sonata the power of the truth.
Oh my
What it
God!
means to
Power
be a
of
defense
truth,
attorney.
power of love, power
What
of
she taught me.
friendship, power of power of power of power. Oh my God! It's just so cliche that I just can't take it seriously.
Ace and I have been blackmailing several athletes for some time. I finally had enough of it. I was going to quit as his manager after he had won the Equestrian 500.
Hold it! He's never won any competition fairly?
Yes, he has. We didn't blackmail the stiffs, as he had the ability to beat them.
And you didn't want to do it anymore.
As it said on my resignation letter, I was enjoying the fortune and fame we got. But then, I realized what we were doing.
Then why did you get Mr. Cruise Control to attack me?
I simply panicked after you scrutinized my room. I knew you started suspecting me, and I did that to get you off my tail. Oh. Is that what this is all about? Very well. Your Honor,
Yes?
I refuse to press any charges against Phoenix Wright and Pinkie Pie for entering
Oh
my
my
hotel
God.
room.
Is this really about it? I
There.
know. I'm just
Happy?
trying to find something that would justify Sonata or whatever. I don't know
Now,
why.
right? It's my turn for a question.
Oh, so now we're playing question,
What
huh?
are you doing?
Oh, I played.
You're
I played
jeopardizing
question.
your
I'm very good at
client's
it.
innocent verdict.
I've
When a while ago you were at my neck accusing me.
I've I've learned a
despite
lot
my
of experience
efforts,
by playing
you
it with
caught
the
me.
devil.
But now
himself.
you're saying
I
I'm
want some pretty good
innocent?
information out of that guy.
I don't
He tried
understand
to
you.
lie to me, but I knew he was lying.
Do you think I'm
He was
lying?
part of all lies.
Why would
but
I lie
knew when
confessing
guy
my
lied
guilt?
to me. I would lie to
I
somebody.
suppose if I was
that
trying to protect
probably
someone. Trust me, that's not
when
the
someone is
case.
trying to
Because the sad truth is,
but that's pretty obvious.
I don't have anyone to protect.
Then let me protect you.
Let me protect you.
I don't understand you.
Neither do I. Neither do I.
After Rainbow Dash
how much
refused our
it is
blackmailing
left.
attempt, Ace was angered. It didn't help he saw my letter after we were done quelling the fire in which he ripped in half afterward. He became furious and violent. I saw no choice but to retaliate with a burned golf club that was lying on the ground to defend myself. I hit him so hard it snapped.
How hard did you strike him with the golf club?
Hard enough to leave that
Watching
scar on the
that
back of his neck.
2-hour video
The stick was
non-stop.
hot from lying in the fire.
No,
And what about the
like those
offensive
two
magic
guys
you used on
hired
him?
you
How
out
strong
to
was
do
that?
I really can't explain that to you.
100,000 volts.
Well, you aren't educated in magic, but let me try to simplify it for you. What I did was a
Oh my
magic
god,
surge.
science, no.
Twilight?
A magic surge is pretty much magic's equivalent of adrenaline. Put any pony in the right situation, and the magic they produce will be very powerful.
Exactly.
With enough
adrenaline.
stress, they can produce magic to rival even the princess.
So
it's like a
basically-
mother summoning the strength to lift a ton to save her child.
Therefore, I
Yeah.
can't tell you how strong it was, as I had no control
I already
over
got
it.
it, but
All I
but
know
now I
is it was
know
enough to
how
hurtle him a few
how
feet.
Celestia got
Did you see exactly where you landed?
adrenaline.
It was too dark. All I could make out was shadows and silhouettes. Even with eyes like mine, I can't really tell you where he landed.
What about the location in which you assaulted him? Do you know where that was?
I do know we were directly under the cloud. The argument began as we were putting out the fire the lightning bolt spawned. From what I gather, he must have landed in the dirt, and Gilda moved him back underneath the cloud shortly after while I was gone. I dropped the broken pieces and resorted to offensive magic that was enough to shock him and render him to the ground. I retreated to the dark forest, running as fast as I could. I realized he wasn't chasing me, and returned to the clearing after a good 10 minutes. I saw the silhouette of his body
Yeah.
lying there, lifeless. Coming to terms with what I had done, I gathered the broken golf club at all costs so I wouldn't be
after
caught.
midnight, so
Objection!
oh, okay.
I was right from the beginning.
Just an hour
This all
ago,
makes
I
sense
was
now.
just so full of energy and joy, but now I'm just getting tired.
Sonata, what you said is impossible.
It's the
How is it
preference.
impossible? Why do you care if it's impossible?
Mr. Wright, I have told you nothing but the truth.
That's
And
what
I agree with
that's
you,
what
Sonata.
that's,
You're not
that's
lying.
what's impossible.
But those unique eyes of yours seem to have failed you this time.
I'm mistaken?
Mr. Wright, where are you going with this?
I agree. Explain.
Sonata claims she
That's-
used a
that's
spell
what he's
to
doing.
electrocute
It's-
him to
Just
protect
wanted to
herself.
burp in public.
Yes, that's true.
But then you said something that struck me as odd, Sonata. You said the golf club's end snapped off when you assaulted him.
Damn.
And that's that piece you found. What's odd about this?
It's odd because the handle and the metal piece were in two different locations. The metal piece under the cloud, and the handle in the dirt.
This was all a waste of time. It's easy to see what happened here. After she hit him with a golf club, the end ricocheted off his neck into the dirt after it snapped.
Yes,
Ricocheted.
even I can see that's what happened. And that's saying a lot.
He's
No, Your
self-aware.
Honor. That's not what happened.
No,
Let's recall
Phoenix,
how Sonata
you
stated how the
are
events
guilty.
took place.
I dropped the broken pieces and resorted to offensive magic that was enough to shock him and render him to the ground.
Sonata stated she dropped the pieces after she struck him. Sonata, is this true?
Yes, I did. I was still holding onto the pieces after they snapped. I dropped them in place.
But you said another thing, Sonata.
I I saw the silhouette of his body lying there, lifeless. Coming to terms of what I'd done, I gathered the broken golf club at all costs so I wouldn't be caught.
Last event on the drive for it. Oh my
Sonata,
god.
why didn't you gather the broken end of the club if you were trying not to get caught?
I couldn't find it. I couldn't even focus an illumination spell with all that had befallen.
Invisible.
So I searched around in the dark for a few minutes, but I only found the handle.
And you just searched the area you found the handle in, because you knew you had dropped both pieces in the exact same spot.
Yes.
But then, how did the two pieces end up so far away from each other?
Oh great, he's gonna explain that. The ass.
The handle was right in this location according to Gilda's testimony, and the imprint it left.
But the end was next to Ace's body under the cloud.
Exactly. We can probably all agree the metal piece was found exactly where Sonata hit Ace with the golf club.
But how would you know something like that? What if it was the end piece that was
Magic.
actually...
Very simple. The golf club was lost while it was still whole, and it was still whole until Sonata used it as a weapon. The imprint was made afterward, and the end wasn't intact. If she had really dropped it in place there, the end piece should have been right next to it.
Then who moved the handle?
John
This doesn't make
Romero.
any sense. No one was at the crime scene between when she hit him and... Unless that Griffin.
Gilda didn't move it. She would sooner admit she moved the body. Up until now, we didn't even know this golf club was used to hit him, and Gilda dismissed it as a piece of garbage.
Rainbow Trash must have gone back and moved it then.
She couldn't have either. Rainbow Dash wouldn't have had enough time to go back and be spotted by Fluttershy anyway. According to her, it's a good 15 minutes to that clearing. But I know who moved it.
This is absurd. You just ruled out everyone, Mr. Wrong.
Exactly. Oh, I get it.
Right.
Exactly.
Mr. Wrong, Mr. Right, you just disproved everyone. Who could have possibly moved it?
If that wasn't anyone who killed
I'll
them.
tell you who. The answer is the victim himself. Ace moved the golf club.
Why?
Not
Why?
Hello? What are you thinking? How could you have moved it? He was dead.
Mr. Right. Have
Still
you lost
summoning
your
the last of
mind?
his energy, he moved
It's
the
the truth,
irrelevant
Your
golf club,
I believe
hoping
Sonata
that
did
will be
perform the
important
spell and
evidence in the
electrocute him.
trial.
But I think it was only enough to render him unconscious for a few minutes.
But he was dead when I got back. He wasn't breathing, I'm sure of it.
He died
You're correct,
naturally.
Sonata. He was dead when you got back. So he must have died in between
Zeus
when you ran
popped
away
out
and
nowhere
returned to
and
the crime
she
scene.
killed him with the Flight
This
of
is
Olympus.
ridiculous. How did he die if the lightning bolt or being hit with that spell didn't do it?
It was the second lightning bolt.
No, no, no! We've been through this a million times.
no,
It didn't
no.
strike at all. 3 of our witnesses didn't hear it because it was a dud bolt.
Make it 4 because I didn't hear it either.
I don't believe it was a dud bolt. From my understanding, lightning here in Equestria makes sound based on vibrations of the impact of what it hits. After he woke up, he must have been fumed after Sonata's assault on him, and quitting as his manager. He probably took to the air to pay Sonata back in space. Therefore, if we take into account that the bolt struck him in midair,
struck him
it
in
wouldn't have made a
midair,
sound.
Yeah.
Did you forget about his suit? From my understanding, a Pegasus is completely impervious to lightning while wearing that suit in midair.
Exposed
The
parts?
exposed parts are completely covered while flying, and it still would have pierced his body and left a burn mark on the ground, making a sound in case you want to suggest he wasn't wearing it.
What about the wings? They're clearly exposed. What if the bolt hit one of those?
Due to the anatomy of Pegasi wings being so fragile compared to the rest of their body, a lightning bolt would have taken his wing clean off. And yet, both his wings are still intact with no damaging whatsoever.
That's pretty creepy.
Cruise Control took a picture of him wearing the suit as he was entering the forest. He was indeed wearing it from that point till his demise.
I don't understand. There's no way he could have been electrocuted by a stray bolt then.
She's right, Wrong. We're back where we started yesterday. You
Back
can't say a random
where
bolt
one.
hit him in midair
Back
not
in
making
time.
a sound
So
without
basically,
concrete
that's
proof.
the creators
But this
themselves are
time I
implying
have
that
concrete proof.
they're basically
Now that I know one
out
other
of the
factor
material,
of the events,
we didn't even move forward. Jesus Christ.
the golf club, or handle should I say. Now we know he's the one who could have moved it, right?
Mr. Wright.
Angered by being struck and burned by it, he picked it up and took to the air to get a better view of the dark forest. Now, where would a Pegasus hold a stick while he's in the air?
In his
Probably in his
mouth.
mouth. That's the only place he could hold it while flying, I think.
I said, put it in your mouth.
Right, Your Honor. In his mouth.
Mr. Wright.
And he got shot in the face. Ooh, that's epic.
Who's that?
At 8:50, the lightning bolt struck. The metal handle acted as a makeshift lightning rod in his mouth, pumping all that electricity directly into his body. It didn't need any accuracy to hit him, and made no sound since he was hit in midair.
This would seem to explain a few things. Do you have any retort to this possibility, Miss Trixie?
Jesus Christ.
No.
That was a long time. I
can't beat that.
Yeah, I can't beat that
The
shit,
prosecution
dude.
rests.
Finally, for once in your life, you rest.
Mr.
Rest.
Wright.
In
I don't know what to
peace.
say. Never in my life has
Quote The
anyone ever
Undertaker.
done something like this for me. I can't believe I was so wrong.
That's what's heartwarming.
Very wrong.
You weren't wrong.
That's a pretty legitimate.
That note was proof that you wanted to do the right thing in the end.
Not about that. I overlooked such a minuscule detail and thought I had done it. It's ironic I tried to convince myself I hadn't done it when I really didn't do it. If only I wasn't so afraid of being a murderer, I may not have needed to put you all through this trouble to get the ultimate truth of this event.
Maybe
Miss
also
Sonata,
storyline in
though
which
you may not have murdered Ace
which,
Swift, you face some serious allegations, including tampering
but
with
that
the
probably
crime
put her away
scene,
for like
and
what,
these numerous
months, a
blackmailing
year, 2
accounts
years?
I have been informed of, and you will still be punished accordingly.
So what?
It's
5 years
alright.
dungeon?
I have done some terrible things, and though I regret them, I humbly accept my punishment.
So what? 5 years
I
dungeon?
also owe you an apology.
No,
You
Sonata,
really
you
did
don't
better
owe
than
her.
I could have done.
You do not owe
I think
Trixie an
the only
apology.
pathetic fake here is me. I
No.
intend on changing that. I wanted to quit all this extortion. I just wanted to be left in solitude. The guilt I felt was excruciating. But you've given me this second chance, Mr. Wright. You stayed determined and true to what you believed in when everyone, including myself, thought otherwise. From now on, I'll try to give that same prospect to those who need it. For that,
Damn, she looks different without those glasses.
thank you, Phoenix.
Oh, she looks so nice without those glasses. Oh, she's
You're
so
welcome,
cute.
Sonata.
Oh, that's pretty. That's a legitimately heartwarming moment, in my opinion.
What a very
I was gonna
peculiar
say
turn
very
of
heartwarming
events.
opinion in my
The
moment.
victim ended up being
Yep.
responsible for his own death. There was no murder at all. But perhaps
It was an
all that
accident.
karma finally nipped
I wanna
him in the back very hard.
Yup, more like in
It
the
would
mouth.
seem I can give a
Huh?
proper verdict now. In the
We
case of
all-
Miss Rainbow Dash,
I
I find the defendants... Objection!
Who's now?
Hoo-hoo-hoo!
Oh,
That
who's the
really is
judge?
fun to say. Now I understand why you attorneys enjoy cutting off my verdict. The tension, the suspense, the draw.
Just give me the verdict!
Oh my god.
Okay, you didn't need to shout at
Oh,
me.
come on, let the guy have his moment. Oh my god. But finally.
Court is now adjourned.
Finally. It's over. It's finally over. Okay, now let's drop character for a moment.
You did it!
Finally over. The trial's finally
What are you
done.
doing? Let me go!
It was a victory hug. Jeez, you're so uptight.
You not only saved
Hey, I
Rainbow
was
Dash,
just not
but
so this
Sonata as
because I
well.
want, so not because I was forced to.
Dash! I came as fast as I could.
Scootaloo? What are you doing here?
Why would
Tried
I
getting in
strict
that
on
detention
pronunciation
center,
of
but those
school?
armored thugs wouldn't let me through. And you have no idea how much I wanted to come to the trial yesterday, but I was stuck in school. Can you believe it? This was an emergency.
But
Someone being
today's
a
a school
trial,
day
an emergency.
too.
You're right, but then I remembered Apple Bloom got the day off to come down here.
That's because she was testifying as a witness. Don't tell me you just took the day off without any permission.
Okay, I won't tell you that.
You're deliberately cutting your classes? What is wrong with this generation?
The reason
Well,
I came down here was to help. Detective Scootaloo has come to crack the
not
case.
really much
Kitty Bird
wrong. I
Crusader,
mean,
private
not really much
investigator.
different from the previous generations, only it's much
Not
more
another
notorious because
You're not
many
lawyer today.
those accounts are more noticed
Look at all this
because, you
wicked
know,
evidence I found. Here.
increased surveillance and
A
security.
bottle cap? A peanut?
Not even a Nuka-Cola bottle cap?
I'm glad you came
Okay,
down to
back to
help, Kate,
generation.
but everything's
Well,
fine now.
The accounts are
Don't
much more
encourage her.
noticed.
She's
Come
skipping
on.
school.
Oh
I'll
yeah,
finish.
that's bad and stuff, and you...
Yeah. Stay in
shouldn't
school,
do
take your
that.
vitamins, and say your
Anything to
prayers.
help
That's
you, Rainbow
bullshit.
Well, back on the subject of Sonata.
Well, I go on a
Do you have any idea what's going to
long,
happen to her?
long rant
She's
about
still going to be punished
the
for
media
tampering
lying
with
to you,
crime scene
trying
and blackmailing
to
all
mold
those
you into the way that they
But that's
will
just
not
a slap on
work
the
in
wrist
the
compared
way
to
that they
the punishment
want.
of murder.
But that's
Is
another
the same
topic.
thing going to
Let's
happen
talk
to
for another
Gilda?
video, and probably we'll get the video taken
Yeah,
down for
she moved
slander.
the body. But like I said, it's only a slap on the wrist. They won't be in there for too long.
And
Yes,
I'm sorry
I
to
don't
repeat
mind.
this, but
It could have
you
been
know,
worse.
this generation basically is
Much
just more
worse.
noticed when they're doing things
Sonata,
like this.
weren't you being brought into custody?
Previous
I
generations
asked if I could
didn't really
speak
have
with
that
you one more
luxury of
time
being
and the
noticed,
guards
be
accommodated my
called out
request.
for doing bad
What
shit.
did you want to talk to me about?
When they did bad shit,
You were
not many
right.
people
I
noticed
have
that
done
because
some
hey,
despicable
either it was
things.
someone's word
I'm
against someone else's
sorry, I
word,
didn't mean to say
or there
You
was
don't
just
need to feel
basically
bad
no,
for me. I owe you an
no
apology.
straight evidence.
And to
but
you,
whatever.
Rainbow Dash.
I'm
I
not gonna
not
go
only
on.
took part in the
I'm not gonna
blackmail you were a
spark a
victim
debate.
of, but tried framing you for murder. I understand if you don't want to forgive me.
Yeah. I probably will
After what
forgive
you put me through? Of course I don't, you no good conniving...
Rainbow!
Hey, let her finish,
It's
dude.
okay if she doesn't want to forgive me, Felix.
God damn it.
Honestly, I'm
So
having a hard time
hot.
doing that as well.
Another griffin! I hope this one doesn't want to rip me to shreds.
Lenora!
You
Hello,
probably
Twilight
surprised by-
Sparkler.
By at least let her finish the sentence.
Good job winning the trial.
It wasn't me.
Yeah, great,
It was
great.
him.
Olympic gold medal
you're a
in
human.
lawyership
Don't
or
see many of
whatever.
those in Equestria. I've seen a few while making deliveries, but
What?
the ones I've seen
Humans?
certainly don't look like you.
Humans?
You don't want to tear me to smithereens, do you?
What?
Never mind him. Why are you here?
I don't want to hear.
We
She
would
just
have
been
come sooner,
single,
but we
man.
heard that she was called to the stand regarding the blackmailings not too long ago. Frankly, I wanted to see you take her down, Twilight Sparkler. I even brought him with me.
Oh, hey, Control. How's it
Isn't he
going, bro?
supposed to be in detention?
His lawyer scored him a low bail. We were going to pony up and testify for you and tell what her and Ace were doing, despite what she has against us.
This is the guy who attacked me?
I
Damn,
know
she looks like
sorry
a total
may
whip.
not be enough, but I truly am. What I did to
Ah,
you, to everyone,
This is a pretty good ending, so now it's
To be
become
fair, she was
nicer, it's
intending
all
to stop
okay.
it before Ace's death. In fact, her quitting put her in some serious danger.
Newsflash! She did it again when she got him to attack you. And that was after Ace bit the dust.
Yeah,
let me
this-
make it up to you. Cruz, your sister's in that hospital, right?
Yes?
Where are
After
they?
Ace died, all his money went to me. I'm going to donate every last bit of it to medical research regarding your sister's case. I'll see to it that she stays in there until she awakens.
You'll do
That's
that?
nice.
Twilight, since
That's one of
I'm
the rare
going to be in
moments that
solitary
I find
confinement for a
legitimately
while.
heartwarming.
Can you
Nice.
manage my money for me and make sure it goes toward that cause? Since you're a former citizen of Canterlot, they shouldn't give you too much trouble when taking the money upon my request.
Yes, I can do that, but how did you know I used to live there? I've I've never met you before.
I just noticed the slightly smug way you carry yourself. A lot of Canterlot
Oh my
citizens adopt
God.
that saunter.
Wow, it's amazing how you can...
Smug?
Wait, smug?
If you can do
Yeah,
that.
if you want to see a smug,
Thank you.
smug saunter, then you should see my classmates. They are
Whatever.
some smug
I
ass
still don't like her
motherfuckers.
for what she did.
Not
The very
surprised.
least I can do is say I'm sorry. I've learned my lesson.
Well, I
God.
guess I can forgive you. Kinda,
Well,
sorta.
I probably, I don't know, have a grudge
Kinda,
against her
sorta?
for some time and forgive
Yeah,
her after
you know.
after,
Kinda and
after
sorta.
a longer period of time.
How about makes no in sense?
Hey, you must be that newbie. Congratulations on getting an innocent verdict.
Thank you.
I've heard
No
a lot of
MP.
good things about you. I look forward to going head-to-head with you when the race rolls around.
You'll see I'm no slouch, I promise.
Yeah! Rainbow Dash is totally gonna win the whole thing! No contest!
You know what?
That's good to hear. Well,
no
we must be going
contest.
now. We're going to squeeze in a few more hours of practice.
We both were basically
We
said
wish you all the
fuck,
best
we
of
don't want
luck.
to fight each other because we're
Yeah,
cheating each other.
even you.
And there was basically no contest.
Hey, maybe I'll actually watch the race this year.
Yeah, they partake
That's
too.
awesome!
They take part
Finally,
too.
someone showing some patriotism and taking the equestrian
Oh,
500
great.
seriously.
We actually showed some
More power
patriotism
to
and
you,
we're
Twilight Sparkler.
wearing an armband with the Polish flag on it.
It's Sparkle. Sparkle! Sparkle! Not Sparkler!
Damn.
No need to explode. You could have just told me in a calmer tone and I would have gotten it.
But...
Can you do us a favor and take this one to the schoolhouse?
Aw, but I wanted to stay here and celebrate with all of you!
Sure. I want to
Stop
stay
it,
far away from Krabby McPurple Pony until she decides to chill out.
But I'm not...
We'll see you all later. You can fly, right?
Me? No, I can't yet. But you just watch, pal. One day, I'm gonna be just as awesome of a flyer as Rainbow Dash.
I'm gonna be.
You look up to her a lot, don't you?
Well, duh. She's like the bestest, fastest, coolest pony ever. We're like birds of a feather.
You know, you remind me a lot of... Oh, never mind. We better get you to school. Tell you what, we'll give you a lift, free of charge.
Goodbye, every pony!
Sparkle, sparkle, sparkle. She didn't have to yell at me. It's not my fault pony names are hard to pronounce.
Yeah, the Polish language is
How in the
pronounced
hoof is
Polish,
Twilight
believe me.
Sparkle hard to
I was trying
pronounce?
to teach my English speaking
That
friend
went over a
Polish
little
and he
better
just
than I
gave up
expected.
after 5 words. Of course, I gave him the most
Phoenix,
complicated words
Can you
as a
please
joke.
do one more thing for me?
What's that?
Uh-oh.
It's about that Pinkie Pie.
Pinkie Pie? What about her?
Tell her.
Oops, sorry, I spoke. I spoke again, and again, and again, and again!
Oh my god. Yeah, it was...
Are you okay?
It's a cutie mark. It must mean your special talent is poking Pony's eyes out with that horn.
What? Oh, I remember that shit.
I was trying my hardest not to laugh.
Yeah, I'd probably have problems keeping that straight face with
Will
that
do.
one. Okay, I think we're close to the grande
Nix,
finale.
seriously. I can't thank you enough for what you did for me. I owe you one.
Great.
Really? Because I don't think I'm the one you should be thanking.
Huh? What do you mean?
There's someone who deserves your gratitude even more.
Who's that?
Oh, right! Thanks for hiring such a cool lawyer, Twilight.
Well, it's nice that you're thanking Twilight.
Oh,
But
I
that's
know.
not
I've
who I
had
had in
Trixie,
mind.
but it's Fluttershy.
You got acquitted because of this someone.
The judge?
No.
No?
Scootaloo?
Ugh.
No!
Someone who the trial would have ended differently without.
Can
Oh,
you
we both
refresh
know.
my memory? I forget things
Oh, we
easy.
both know
Do I really have to spell this out for you?
who he's talking
The
about.
trial would have been lost without...
Oh,
Fluttershy? But she helped Trixie by testifying against me.
She did do that. But don't you remember
Yeah.
what she did today? You had been given the guilty verdict. I had nothing left. Then she got on the stand and made the trial continue despite the verdict. That certainly isn't an easy feat. I haven't known her for as long as you have, but I could tell she was really trying her absolute hardest for you when she got up there.
Lying on
Things would have ended a lot differently if she had not intervened.
It's just a shitty thing to do, yeah.
And I think that's
for
more
this
than you
one,
deserve
buddy,
from
by
her
saving
after
someone's
what you
freedom,
said this
but
morning. Oh.
Here she comes now.
Hello, Every Pony.
You did great in there. It was very, flutter-bold of you.
It was no problem, Mr. Phoenix.
Your timing could have been a little better, though.
Oh, I'm sorry my timing wasn't good.
It's alright. We still won, didn't we?
She prefers dramatic entrances, like in those movies or something. And yes, headcanon Fluttershy with dramatic or romance movies.
You have something to say?
I'm sorry, Fluttershy. Thank you. Oh, it's okay. No, it's not!
Oh my
Don't
god.
pretend this morning didn't happen! You can't say everything's okay! I treated you like dirt! I said so many awful things to you! I said I hated you! And even then, you still came back and helped me!
Yeah, that's
Why would you do that?
That's a sign of
Because
loyalty.
you're my friend, Rainbow Dash. To tell the truth, I was so scared to get back on that stand with all those eyes looking down on me. And after what happened last time, I really didn't want to just make things
I can
worse
tell she's
like
lying.
I did yesterday.
People are used to
Then why did
people
you
are
do
used
it?
to huge
I
pair of
thought to
eyes looking
myself,
down on them.
what
You know
would she
what
do?
you know what's that called?
She?
School.
The strongest and bravest pony that I know. She would stand her ground and be strong. So I did my best to be just like her and got back up on that stand again. Because right then, after I heard the guilty verdict, I realized that very same pony needed my help. So I knew I had to try my hardest to be as brave as I could. Because that's what she'd do for me.
I'm waiting. Gee.
I'm so sorry, Fluttershy!
That reminds me of the time a friend of mine got drunk and started apologizing for the shit that he barely put each other through. Good times, let me remind
I
you.
was a big jerk! There, it's okay, Rainbow Dash.
Oh my god.
I'm not crying! It's just my allergies!
Hey,
No.
Phoenix?
Yes?
My friend
Can
getting
you
a
proof
few
read this
beers
for
and
me?
just apologize
I usually
for
get
all the
Spike to
shitty
do
things
it.
that we've done to each other.
Sure.
We're laughing
Dear
at
Princess
you.
Celestia, I learned something
Fuck
from the
you,
most
you
unlikely
big
pony,
fat hoe.
Trixie.
I hope you die in hell.
I thought
Signed,
about something she said today,
Mr.
and I
Trollolo.
think she's right. Friendship is unnecessary, like art, poetry, and music. We don't need it to survive like food and water. Rather, it's one of those things that gives our life, and other lives, value and meaning, giving us a reason to push forward.
Well, actually, friendship
It allows
isn't
us
really
to achieve
something
feats
that
of
always
strength and
gives value
value
to
we thought we
life.
never had in us to
Friendship
protect the
is
ones we care
just
about.
having someone that you can count
And by
on.
uniting,
So,
even the
someone
biggest
that
of
you
problems
that
can be
you trust,
overcome.
someone that you will say bye.
Then that's where Trixie was wrong. Ironically, that word she mocked ended up saving the day. That's the magic of friendship. It should never be underestimated. And I can see right now that tears will clear the way for a deep and lasting one. Your faithful
true friendships are
Twilight
never
Sparkle.
fine. And now I'm getting emotional.
perfect.
What the fuck is wrong with me? What's wrong with me? I'm getting emotional. What the hell?
I'm glad those two got things patched up.
I'm going crazy.
Me too.
My head is shaking. Oh, come on. Get out of here, Scrappy Doo. There she goes, shaking
coming
that
back.
ass on the floor, bumping and grabbing that pole. Oh my god. Go away.
Gone again.
Please.
And coming back again.
Ow!
What the hell?
Phoenix, This may be a bit selfish, but can you do me a favor?
What?
Can you please go talk to Trixie?
No!
Why do you want me to talk to her?
Exactly.
It's that issue I wanted to bring up with you. She bears
God
awful
damn it! You
feelings
should
towards me for some
tell her
reason.
yourself.
She won't listen to me.
Not
but
to the
she may
messenger.
speak
God
with you.
damn it!
You're not the one who just had a hat thrown at you. Besides, I
Damn.
just foiled her revenge scheme. Do you think she really wants to talk to me right now? Let alone see me?
Please, Phoenix. There was another pony in Equestria who was consumed by feelings similar to hers, and the
Oh
result
my
wasn't pretty.
god.
Okay, I'll try. But I'm out of there. She starts tossing more stuff at me.
Thank you,
Don't worry,
Phoenix.
she'll throw everything
Before I
but the
try,
kitchen sink
what does
at
this
you.
have to do with the Magatama?
Just ask her, what do you have against Twilight Sparkle and her friends, and you'll see for yourself. She'll probably respond with the Ursa Minor, but I know that's not the case.
All right.
So please don't
Wish
tell me
me
she's gonna
luck.
break the black
I'm hearing a lot of
Cyclops or Cyclops. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the name. I didn't play Justice for All or Trials and Tribulations for a few months, so
She's blue and wearing a purple cape. Have you seen her anywhere?
it's Lyra. Oh my god. Yeah, that's just my stomach. Don't worry.
Pony ever tell you you have nice, beautiful hands?
Nope. I'm out of here. Screw you.
No.
Oof, that's creepy.
Thanks. Anyway, I'll just be going now.
Hey! Watch it, pal!
I'm
But
sorry.
How are
You
you?
should best be sorry. You're lucky I'm in a good mood today. Otherwise, I would have beat you so hard and make you feel like you're smooching the express.
It won't happen again.
It better not. Now out of my way.
Who the hell was that?
Problem.
Was that an OC?
Wait. That couldn't have been.
You ruined everything.
You tried
wanted to give
to
back your
ruin
hat.
someone's
Dropped it,
life.
or
Foiling someone's
left it out
plans
your
is not
face.
like
Give
it's
that back,
not-
you rotten thief. That's mine.
Hey, you're the one who threw it,
This isn't
threw
going
it
so
at you,
well.
bitch.
So, why did you come out here? Come to chastise me? Put me in my place?
No,
Yes,
of course not.
that's
I just wanted
exactly
to talk
what
to you, that's all.
deserve.
Well, I don't want to
You
talk to
look
you.
like you
I'm not in the mood.
Less me
Trixie,
than the
take this
zit
however you want.
on the side of my
But
head.
you did a good job.
The
in
one
there.
that I popped a few minutes ago.
You did a really good job. I thought you had me several times the past 2
Oh,
days.
come on.
Don't patronize me. I
You
lost.
really gonna stroke her ego?
But it's
God
not about
damn it.
winning or losing when you're an attorney. It's about the truth. And I think you realize that too. I remember you siding with me when Gilda was giving her false testimonies. And that move you made against Sonata regarding that teleportation had no
Oh,
benefits
great,
for you
great.
as
She
a
helped you
prosecutor.
twice when she tries to
I don't
ruin
care
someone's
about
life.
any stupid truth. You remember how that griffin felt bad about revenge? It certainly didn't for me. As soon as I heard that guilty verdict, I felt like I was on top of the world. I
Yeah,
suppose
right.
that makes me bad.
You're the only time that
Whatever.
you were ever on
It's
top.
not like it even matters anymore.
You're always on the bottom, if you know
But
what I
what
mean.
I'm trying to say is, it's up to the defense and the prosecution to push each other to their limits. And you certainly delivered.
Oh my god,
It
is he
could have
praising
done
her?
without the insults. But you did well keeping me in check.
That isn't a hard thing to do, since you are such a blithering moron.
And what does that
I
say
really
about
can't
you?
get through to her.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm
I
quitting
got-
this whole prosecutor thing anyway. It was
It's
just
good.
another occupation my parents put me in while growing up in Canterlot. I never even cared about it up until this point. The only thing driving me to excel at it was to get some redemption. But it's not like I have much to go back to. My other routine is in just as bad shape.
Why's
Not like
that?
anyone cares.
Why do you think? That lavender loser ruined it all. My stage is busted up and falling apart, and I don't have the money to fix it. Wherever I go, my shows bomb. I've made it regular practice to dodge tomatoes.
Maybe it's just because you're so ostentatious.
Ugh!
I mean, yeah.
Oh, come
that
on.
Sounds terrible.
It's not fair. It's like a cruel joke. Life gives you something you think you're gifted at, and then some little goody four horseshoes know-it-all comes along and ruins all the success in a heartbeat. I hate
That's
her
karma.
so much. Why does she have to be more talented than me in every little aspect? Why is it when I try to entertain with magic, I get an angry mob, but when she does the simplest, stupidest magic trick at her own leisure, she gets... Why am I telling you this? I don't want to talk to you. Buzz off.
It's not the magic that makes the unicorn. It's the unicorn that makes the magic.
Really into magic.
They don't really care about the magic.
I wanted one of those
they can't really look at the magic.
But my parents never got me one. They were
if a
too
bad
expensive.
pony is doing it,
what's this have
someone
to do
like
with
you
anything?
would never get a good crowd.
I just wanted to try to talk to you on some sort of common ground.
Ever
I thought it was
nice
traditional
pony.
for a
What a
magician to
shame.
wear a silk hat.
You're a pretty good
Do
magician.
you honestly
but you
think I
wasted it
care
all.
about your pathetic life? Sorry, but
No,
I'm a little busy dealing with mine. So for the last time, leave me
to drop
alone.
character for a few seconds. Drop character for a few seconds. Yeah, and she's surprised that nobody likes her.
I've seen Trixie the prosecutor, but I haven't seen the great and powerful Trixie the magician.
That
Can I
just
see
sounds
your
like
magic show,
like
Trixie?
my Welcome to Ponyville playthrough all over again.
Ha! That's a good one. Why would I want you to see my show?
Hey, I'd be the only one watching, so...
What?
Yesterday, you said you'd give me a voucher for one of your performances after I accused Fluttershy. Twilight doesn't seem to be sending me back home anytime soon, so I'll watch your show in the meantime.
I was being sarcastic, you moron.
Fine, I won't watch it then.
No, please. I mean, I'm just not used to getting requests to perform. That's all. I'll let you see it. If you really want to, that is.
Okay,
well,
I'd love
maybe I don't.
And don't get me wrong, Mr. Dead Wrong. I still hate you with an unbelievable passion. But if you want to see it, I can't deny my fans a performance, no matter who they may be. You don't need a voucher anyway. It's free, always has been. So a greedy, cheapskate, money-grubbing lawyer such as yourself doesn't need to worry about that.
I'm pretty sure Phoenix isn't really
Why do you do it for
rich.
free? Don't most magicians and performers charge entry fees to their shows? And couldn't you fix that stage of yours if you charged admission?
Yeah, I mean...
Because it's none of your business. That's why.
I was
you
only
want to do
asking.
something for free? Then you can do it, but...
Hello, Pinkie Pie.
I'm on my way to Rainbow Dash's trial.
Pinkie, you missed it again.
Oh, not again. Is Rainbow Dash okay again?
Yeah,
I think
she's
Pinkie
okay.
Pie would find a way to be late for her own funeral.
Yup.
Yeah, everything's fine now.
Yup.
She's
Yup.
off the hook.
Hell, I joke about me.
boy?
My boy? I'm clearly older than you.
You know what this calls for?
Oh no! Oh no!
2 words. A party.
God damn it!
21 words. Yeah, a party. You should come celebrate too because I love having parties with all my friends after something good happens.
Or after something at all happens. By the way.
After something good happens. How did you... yeah. It would seem this would be the occasion to throw one.
Celebration, alcohol,
you?
cocaine, crack,
Huh?
marijuana, cigarettes, everything.
You want to invite me to a party?
Like they say, the more the merrier. And you're all grumpy all the time, so I figured
You know
a
what
party
they
would turn
say,
that frown
the
upside
more
down.
the merrier.
Maybe you could put on your show there. You'll have a larger crowd that way.
As if. Why would the great and powerful Trixie want to go to some juvenile party with Mr. Wrong and a sad bunch of loser ponies? But Trixie lost the trial, didn't she? She deserves a
Then
punishment. And
then
that
what
will
does
be
that
to
make
endure your
you?
childish party that Trixie
Wow.
doesn't want to go to.
Where I come
At
from,
all.
people wear
Trixie
barb
will
Celestia
show
to punish
Twilight
themselves.
Snarkle,
You
Rainbow
go to
Trash,
parties?
Haggerty, and Applejump.
You go to
Feats of
parties as a way
magic,
of
the likes of
punishment?
which they'd
Jesus
never seen.
Christ! I want to join your religion. What's it called?
Oh, and why not?
Because they might be like mine and be... copyrighted.
What the fuck, man?
That wasn't funny.
Yeah, that was just so stupid. That I couldn't
And
just
you
help but
are?
laugh.
Those insult names are some of the worst things I've ever heard. And I don't mean they're offensive. Excuse me for trying to lighten up the mood.
You're saying Trixie isn't funny? Trixie will show you, Mr. Wrong.
Oh,
Get
ho.
ready. Trixie is about to display the funniest joke in her arsenal.
What do you call a German that's dead? Dear.
Be warned, many have been known to die of laughter from this one.
Oh. Why did the chicken cross the
Here
road?
goes. Why do they call me the great and powerful Trixie? Because I'm always playing tricks.
What? I got it, but...
What? That's a good one, because you're always playing tricks. It's funny because you're...
What did Trixie tell you? Trixie's humor is only rivaled by that of her show-stopping magical powers. Your jokes are about as funny as a root canal.
Hey, at least root canal has...
It's basically the exact same kind of punchline as mine!
I'll go tell the rest about the party.
Whatever.
Did he hurt you bad?
Who?
Huh?
Why do you
That
care?
buffoon that attacked you in the forest.
Why do you
no.
care?
It's just a small bump. Nothing serious.
Yeah,
Good.
Jeff Hardy put a
Trixie was
swan
going to
song
send
ball
in
on Randy
search in
Orton.
to find
I
you
don't
after
see
we
it. I
booked
don't
it.
see a reason why
But
shouldn't
Snarkle
I
ended up
take some
finding you
bumps.
first.
I didn't know you cared.
Oh,
I
it's so
don't,
nice.
but I don't want you dead either. Despite what that nerd and her fan club may have told you, I'm not a monster.
Yeah, right. You're just
What are you looking at me like that for?
unaware of your own actions.
What's that you're holding?
Oh, it's just a pine cone. Some kid dumped it on me as evidence. Cute, huh?
Yeah. Cute. Can I... Forget it. Take Trixie to this stupid party, wrong.
Oh,
I don't even know where it is.
Oh, wait! The Magatama. One more thing, Trixie.
What?
I wanted to ask you something.
Oh, come on. Now he's gonna break the black Cyclops off screen. That's kind of cheap in my opinion.
How did you manage to get her to come here?
Well,
Oh, I had to
not me.
endure her
Still,
for a
her
while.
show was a bit more tolerable than it was last time.
It may be because I'm still new here.
I'll
but
believe
thought the
when I
magic
see
she
it.
did was amazing.
I'm not talking about the magic. I mean the name-calling and boasting. She was a little more tolerable than the last time she was in Ponyville. I think she may be on the road to a better lifestyle.
Fat chance.
What are you talking about, Twilight? The conceited, ill-mannered, unsavory degenerate called me Haggerty. I'm not a hag!
Yeah.
And did you hear what she said to me? She told me to lend myself out as a rodeo clown.
Oh,
Better
yeah, that's
lifestyle
just
my hoof.
my ass.
Baby steps, girls. Baby steps.
Baby
By the way,
steps.
did you ask Trixie the question yet?
Yeah, I did.
So you saw them.
Yeah,
I
it was
didn't see
black.
anything. I asked the question you told me to ask her, but nothing happened.
I just suddenly appeared here
Nothing?
out of nowhere.
Well, something happened.
What's with the pause? You want a cookie or something, you spiky-headed twit? It's that dumb star-spangled flea-bag bear, and it always has been. That purple pest put you up to this, didn't she? Tell Dorklight and her dumb bangs to stop pestering Trixie with that question when she knows the answer to it.
Never mind. Nothing happened.
But I could have sworn.
Hello.
Whoa!
Oh.
This is the first thing in Equestria that meets me on eye level.
Princess!
Princess?
Princess.
Phoenix, bow!
Greetings.
It's all right,
come
Twilight.
on.
There's no need for him to bow.
Thank you.
So this is...
That's very nice of you. I'll repay you
I
somehow.
want an explanation now.
Right
Hey!
now.
You!
Yes?
Twilight told me you told her to bring me here because you knew me. Then you told her to deceive me.
Oh, she did now.
I'm sorry, but I had to tell him.
I understand. I really appreciate what you have done for my subjects, Phoenix. It's really an honor meeting you.
Dre, do I get
But
a
Princess,
cookie,
you
or
said
do you
you
want
knew
or do I get a
I've
freaking, I
never
don't know,
seen you in
sacred
my
blade or
life.
something?
And you couldn't
Maybe
have
a
watched any of my
keyblade.
trials.
Yeah, I want a
You're
keyblade
not
as
exactly
my
conspicuous.
payment.
Why I'm here, though, is to deliver your payment. I'd
Ooh,
rather
ooh.
deliver it personally, as something seems to be wrong with the mail in Ponyville. I sent out a letter a few days ago, and only yesterday did the recipient get it. I wonder what happened.
Derpy happened.
Yeah, I wonder.
Wait, you're paying me?
Of course.
I want a
You didn't
keyblade.
expect to be
I
rewarded
want
for
the
your
keyblade.
efforts?
I want a keyblade. I want a keyblade, mommy.
It's just I'm not used to being paid real money for my work. Most of my clients pay me with an IOU.
Well, here is a symbol of mine and every pony's gratitude.
What's that?
I thank you again. I don't think a defense attorney in Equestria would have been able to do what you did. You see, Equestria has been in quite a peaceful state for
could you-
centuries outside of a few
I'm
minor
gonna.
crimes.
I'm not an
And it
asshole. I'm gonna
turns
wait
out
for
it
her
is
to
still,
finish
as
what she's
you
talking
proved,
about,
crime
and
is
then
nothing more
ask her
than a
what's
mere
the
accident.
reward. I
Then
guess
what's with the
should I
royal
say
escort? I mean, if it's so peaceful and all.
tradition?
Even though it's peaceful, there are still
Oh.
entities who try to disrupt the peace.
Well,
That's
I'm
what the
sorry to
guards
say
are
this,
for.
Celestia, but
But
your
most of the
guards
time,
suck.
These guards are around for ceremonial reasons. In fact, these past few days are probably going to be the most excitement they will have for a long time.
I see.
Oh, right. Phoenix?
Yeah?
Please give Maya, Pearl, and Edgeworth my regards. It's a shame I
What?
couldn't meet them as well.
Maya?
But how?
Pearl?
Goodbye, Phoenix.
Miles?
Or you prefer Nick, don't you?
How do you know all this about me?
Okay then, let's break them, Cyclops. What?
Well, I must be off now.
How could you have at least...
Twilight, did you see that?
See what?
There were psyche locks all over your princess.
Psyche
There were?
locks, yeah.
Must have
Yeah.
worn off then.
Worn off?
The most likely reason I was affected by that thing's power was me mixing otherworldly magic with my own magic. It was because I picked it up using levitation.
In other words,
I
magic.
looked up on how to cure it, and it said it would eventually wear off in a day or two. It's a shame. I really wanted to use it on some other subjects.
You use it on other subjects.
I mean, it's good that it wore off. It was starting to freak me out seeing all those locks all over the place.
But why did it react to your princess?
I don't know.
I still want to know how she knew all that stuff about me.
That's
You
creepy.
shouldn't worry about it.
That's
she must
creepy.
have had a good reason for not telling you.
Well, if you say...
Whoa! Nix, you're rich!
Huh?
Holy gave you a huge haul! There has to be at least 50,000, no, 70,000 in here!
70,000?!
Congratulations, Phoenix. You really earned it.
You flatter me. I don't think I deserve all this money. But
Shut
I'll
up and
gladly
accept it. Shut up and take the money,
Sports
dude.
car, here I come, baby!
Yes!
What are these?
Why, they're bits, darling.
Bits?
It's our currency.
Fuck you, Celestia!
Would there be any way I could get this converted to USD?
USD? Bits are the universal currency used all across Equestria.
No! All this might as well be play money!
God damn it, it's so close and yet so far. God
What's
damn
the matter?
it.
I can't use this money in my world.
Oh, well, that's
Okay, dropping
too
character
bad.
again? Oh, come
No,
on,
you
Celestia,
could
you
give
should
it
know
to one
better.
of us. I'm sure one of us could put it to good use.
Oh, you should totally give it to your faithful client who never doubted you for a second.
Every lawyer
Sure.
must suck horse apples if you're supposed to be the best one.
Yeah.
Did I say that? It was, just a joke. Yeah, like that
Yeah, right.
hilarious joke you told me yesterday. You're always right because your name is right,
But you mean right as in being correct. And,
Really now, I'm sure Mr. Right will give that generous sum of riches to somebody who generously fixed his suit.
70,000 for just fixing your suit?
Really subtle, Rarity.
Come on,
I know.
that's
Remember how I didn't knock you upside the head?
bare minimum.
Well, can't blame a gal for trying.
Yeah,
Actually,
that's true.
I've decided who I want to give it to.
Spike?
oh yeah, baby!
Hey, Trixie.
What do you want?
What?
You're giving that money to me?
What? Don't tell me you're serious.
Double what?
Why are you giving it to her?
I'm with Rainbow on this one. She hasn't done one good thing to deserve that money.
And she called me
heck.
Haggerty!
Maybe so.
Yes.
But she's
Yes.
the only one besides me walking out of this
God
experience
damn it.
Pooped.
That doesn't mean you should give it to her. Look at all she's done. She almost got Rainbow Dash banished.
I'm with Rarity on this one.
Yeah!
I remember a moment today.
Give her-
Sonata backed
give
me
her
into a
some
corner
money.
regarding teleporting. Until Trixie interjected.
Give her some of the money, but
I'm
not
a
all
strong
of it.
believer everything
Jeez.
isn't in black and white. Especially after this case. Sometimes good people make mistakes and do things they may come to deeply regret.
Oh
later.
my god. Seriously?
On the other hand,
I'm going
people
about
we
this.
perceived as bad,
Not all
like
are
Sonata,
good or evil.
may not be
There
as
is no
bad as we
clear-cut
thought they
good
were
or clear-cut bad
once we get their
guys.
side of the story.
All of us are nearly
Whether
the
Trixie
same
did that
morality.
to help me or not,
We do good things,
it
we do
really
bad
did
things.
help us see the victory we got
Come
in the
on.
end. And I really do
Dude.
think that there's some good in her after she did
They
something
could have
like
done
that.
better than that.
It's probably just hard for her to show it when she feels the world's against
But
her
I
for a
guess that's
mistake
the
she
shit
made.
that's hard to avoid. So I'm
You
gonna
said
give
you
him
needed
give
money
him
to
some
fix your
credit.
stage, right? And this should be more than enough.
We forgive you, Trixie. I know life has been really tough on you. Take
Sure,
the money
tough
as a
on
symbol of
her.
our friendship. Even if you've made some mistakes in the
Yeah,
past,
right,
we'll
friendship.
be there for you if you're ever in trouble.
But will she?
Well, I sure as heck won't.
Rainbow!
Yep. What? She's right.
Phoenix, Twilight, I think you're the biggest loser, idiot, moron, dummy, numbskulls in the world!
Well, thank you
Honestly,
for
did you
giving.
think the great and powerful Trixie would be touched by your namby-pamby sentiments? Thank
I
you
at
all
least-
so much. It feels good
Hey,
to
I
have
at least expected
friends.
thank you for
All
giving
said
you
while
the money
Trixie
that you.
sheds a single tear. Is that what you were expecting, huh?
No, I expected thank
Yeah,
you
that's
at least.
sort of what I was hoping for.
Keep dreaming, Snarkle. You're in need of a return ticket flight to reality from that sugar-coated world you live in.
I like sugar.
My word.
I couldn't imagine if the world was coated in it. Would it taste delicious?
Sorry,
Actually, I don't know if
sorry,
it's a
but
good
this
idea. I
this is
tried
why I
really hard
often
to
say
keep
that.
myself from eating
Why
sugar
I
in the
often
corner
say
because
to
it looks like it's made
optimists.
of candy and treats and stuff, but it's really not. Trust me, I tried. Turns out it's just gross metal and concrete and wood and...
Pinky!
Sorry.
Trixie will take this money you so foolishly donated to her.
No,
What did we tell you? She never learns.
no.
Simmer down, Rainbow Trash. Trixie is counting her bits.
Call me Rainbow Trash one more time. I dare you. We're not in court anymore. Nothing is stopping me from turning you red, black, and blue.
Actually, you don't want to turn her black and red, Rainbow Dash. She's already blue.
Oh, you don't like the name Trixie has graciously bestowed upon you? How about Lamebo Dash? That really was a good one. Hey, let's merge the two. Lamebo Trash. It's perfect, just like Trixie.
Kill her. Kill her, Rainbow.
Okay,
Kill
that's
her.
it.
Yes. Come on. What? Just kill her.
Just calm down, Rainbow. I'm
Shut up,
it's
Twilight.
just her way of saying thank you.
An obnoxious, stuck-up way of saying it, if you ask me. Whatever. Still can't believe
I'm gonna
you gave all that
sabotage.
to
Hell,
her.
I'd sabotage every single one of her shows.
I'm sure deep
Yeah,
down
what
in
a
her heart,
waste.
she really is thankful.
Fuck
Even
deep
if she
down in her
doesn't show
heart.
it.
Fuck that
I was
shit.
really hoping she'd show some
Fuck
sort
all
of
that
gratitude
deep
after
down
that.
shit. What you know what's deep down?
With 'em all.
Deep sea. And what's in the deep
Hey!
sea?
Let's take a picture to commemorate. Who has a camera?
Oh my god.
I do.
but I used the last of the film
Yeah.
during the investigation.
Yeah, my camera looks like a slingshot, but it works. Okay, dropping character for one more time, but what's this? Trixie's
I'm sure we can wait.
Cunt. Sorry for my language, but seriously, she's an ungrateful cunt.
You can just use the one the investigation team gave Trixie.
I'm not touching it.
That's very kind of you.
No!
I just take the super camera.
Okay.
Alright,
Hey,
every pony.
watch your
say
mouth.
cheese!
Yeah, watch your mouth.
Say cheese. How old are you, Snarkle? 4?
Oh,
You got a better idea?
It is a little cliche.
Yeah, but everyone.
Cheese is a little, well, cheesy.
How about,
Twilight, you did
for
sound
example,
kind of
fuzzy pickles?
Alright, I get it. Sheesh. What do you suggest
Fuzzy
we say
pickles.
then? And Spike, when did you get here?
I was here the
Where the
whole...
hell-
I know exactly what we should say. It came to
Fuzzy
mind when I was
pickles.
sewing up Mr. Wright's suit yesterday.
Objection?
Oh, that.
I know what you're talking about.
I've been totally dying to say this for a while now.
Oh my god.
I got
Unification. Unification.
Great.
Come on,
Great
come on.
and powerful Trixie doesn't see anything special about it.
You
But
quit
if we
ruining the
must-
funny party pooper.
So if I follow y'all correctly, we're gonna yell congestion, right?
No, digestion.
No, AJ, it's...
Oh, okay.
No.
Gotcha, Twi.
I almost missed
Tweety's
you.
so fun. I like saying funny words.
Right.
Get
5,
ready.
5,
3,
3, 2,
1.
1. Objection! For the benefit of those who flash photography. Okay, so I think that's it. Well, I have to say that was one of the most amazing animations I've ever seen. And I maybe, just maybe. No gear. Oh, wait.
You're leaving? You're not the only one going. The zoo is taking back all of their animals tomorrow. I'm really going to miss them. I remember you said you liked animals too. How about you come back sometime and I'll introduce you to mine? I'm sure they'd love to meet you. I mean, if you're not busy or anything like that.
Besides the lawyer, he's busy. Alright, so it was an amazing series with some cliches that I didn't enjoy, but overall,
Maybe there's a
I give it
sequel in the works. Justice for every pony. No, my little investigators. Oh, I got it.
No,
Phoenix
they
Wright,
already
Ace
scrapped the
Attorney,
sequel. They
The
already said
Revenge
that-
of Wagner. It's going to be super duper hungo mongo fun. I call top billing.
They already said that they canceled the sequel. Also, yeah, 9 out of 10 for a series. 9.5 actually.
This, it smells absolutely putrid. I wasted all my money on all-day outhouse. I'm marching down to that post office and clamoring for a refund. On the
Yeah.
other hand, I ought to learn to do more research next time before making such a big purchase like that.
Hey, Barry, can I keep the perfume? If you don't want it and all, I think it smells nice.
How could you possibly think this vile smells? Fine, if it makes you happy, keep it.
Well, and you may call me a cynical jerk for some of the things I said, but did you hear me say? Did you hear
Come
me
to
say?
see me one last
dropping
time?
picture? Yeah,
I
don't
do
worry, that was just
appreciate
me
it.
hamming
It
it
does
up.
get
Don't
quite
worry, I'm not an
lonely.
asshole.
I'm well aware I can't.
No, I'm not
change
saying that
it.
everyone who says things like that
I
are
can
assholes.
change the future.
I'm just
I
basically
want to
hamming
make
it
up for what
just
I've done by
for the sake
helping
of
others.
just
And I
being so
have you to
ridiculous.
thank for bringing this change in me for the better. You know, there's something I've been meaning to tell you. I didn't want to say anything before because I thought I was just going crazy, but during the final chapter of the trial, that last moment we had solved everything, I could have sworn I saw someone next to you. But the strange thing is, it looked like...
Out of my way, sister! My turn! You've got some nerve showing up here! You're just lucky this fiberglass window is separating us, otherwise I'd bring your scrawny, swarmy little neck out!
So, you know, but seriously,
The race was
Phoenix
called
Wright
off because of what happened.
made a bad decision by giving
But
Trixie
guess
the
what?
cash.
The
3 of us are gonna hold an unofficial one.
It's not fair that you lost your opportunity to go against the big leagues because of all this. And no more holding back this time, right, Cruz?
No, not anymore.
No more holding
heavy
back.
burden is long gone now. By the way, I thank you for not pressing any charges against me. After what I did to you, I feel absolutely awful about it.
It's not your fault. All 3 of us were victims of the same thing.
Yeah.
Alright.
Besides, I'm sure he forgives you. He's really nice like that.
Seems like
He plays with baby toys in public and everything.
Thank you. Please,
Hey, they're
tell
action
Twilight
figures.
I wanted to
Screw
thank her
you.
for knocking some sense into
Well.
me as well.
Let's stop the smoking and get this show on the road.
A few models
Ready?
of cars.
Set?
Go!
I have a few car models, but you know, I don't think they count as toys. Maybe, I don't know. I guess they call it toys for.
Guess you really showed me. He got Rainbow off the hook and everything. But one thing, can you tell old Beardy to, what are the words I'm looking for here?
What my sister Applejack here is trying to say is, this judge character is prancing about, shoving his love for Equestria in every pony's faces, and that's a tad overbearing for every pony around him. It's okay for you to take pride in what you enjoy, but you shouldn't shove it down every pony's throat. I'm sure you wouldn't like it if we constantly tried to feed you apples, despite the fact you may not like them and prefer oranges. We should try to stay respectful to the fact you may not like apples. Every pony and everyone is different, and that's what makes the world so great.
Damn.
Sharing opinions and learning more about each other's differences. There really isn't a clear-cut definition of normality, since every individual is so diverse if you think about it that way.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Thanks, big brother.
Okay.
Yup.
Okay, so, I think I lost what I was trying to say,
I'm
but
still grounded. Consider yourself lucky. I got grounded and I have to do lousy community service for skipping school. I mean, what
Community
gives?
service
I
for
provided
skipping
crucial
school?
evidence. They should be throwing a parade in my honor.
No, I provide crucial evidence while helping
Community-
Twilight. All you found was a bunch of useless junk.
community service for skipping school.
Well, if I'd had a whole day off
Christ, what
school
the
like
fuck is
some
wrong
pony,
here?
I would have found evidence 10 times better than said some pony.
Stop it, girls. I believe you have something to do right now. Scootaloo?
But mowing old pony Jenkins' lawn is so boring.
I guess you should
Well,
have thought of that before
we have
you
to-
decide to skip school. Ha ha. And Apple, since you missed a whole day of school the other day, I think it's only fair you help her out with her community service to make up for it.
What? Do I have to help them, Miss Cheerilee?
No, Sweetie Belle, you don't. In fact, it sure is a scorcher today, isn't it? We're staying out of trouble. How about we go to Sugar Cube Corner for a bowl of ice cream today? My treat.
What the best teacher ever? Well, I plan to make, you know, of course, I'll plan to play the entire Phoenix Wright String series except Dual Destinies. I don't have
Trixie
a
was
3DS.
actually looking for you before you had left, because Trixie is leaving too. Oh no, not to say goodbye or anything. You take all this stupid evidence. Trixie doesn't want it. Keep it all as a souvenir for all Trixie cares. Trixie is leaving Ponyville as well and wishes to purge her mind of this backwater hick town. Nothing but bad
And
memories
also,
here.
You
So
probably see
start
that I
by
didn't make
taking out
any
this
Tony
trash,
Hawk.
garbage boy.
I didn't make any Tony Hawk's Underground videos. Basically, I lost my save file, but I plan to replay this until the point I last saved, and I'm gonna continue recording on the medium difficulty this time.
Oh, I see. So, you're leaving already? I'm going to stay here a bit longer. I was on vacation anyway. Nobody should miss me. I want to watch this summer sun celebration I've been hearing about. Oh, and please, may I ask you to keep all that has transpired here secret? You know, just between you and me. I won't tell anybody if you don't.
So, I think I've said basically all the things I needed to say, I guess.
Thank you for everything, Phoenix. But I guess it's time to say goodbye now. I wish you could stay a bit longer, so we could get to know each other outside of investigating and trials. I've learned a lot, though. Anyone who ends up with you as a lawyer is really lucky. No, anyone who ends up with you as a friend is really lucky. Let's keep it that way. Even if you're away from us, the others and I won't forget you. And I hope you won't forget you have friends over here either. We'll always be friends in each other's hearts, and that is the most wonderful thing about friendship. It's everlasting, and you're never truly alone.
Well,
and even if we're a world apart, I think it can transcend.
Not really, actually.
Twilight, stop with the sappy stuff. I think he gets it.
I'm just trying to make a meaningful
I'm pretty sure
goodbye,
that if you don't
Spike.
talk to a friend for
Then
a
just
year,
say goodbye already.
don't contact him at all for a year,
guess
probably
you're right.
will no longer
Well,
consider you a friend.
I guess this is it.
Apparently, Twilight never played
Maybe
The
we could
Sims.
see each other again someday. I'd like that. Goodbye,
Also,
Phoenix Wright.
I plan to make some, creepypasta readings and some comic dubs. Yeah, I'm gonna make some comic dubs. Oh my god, save yourselves. No, well, I'm serious about it, but I said in the beginning of the video, but I also plan to continue the Phoenix Wright Eternity playthrough, and I'll play the mobile version, specifically the iPhone version with the awesome new sprites. And the Wright and Company law offices.
What an ordeal.
Yup.
Nick!
Hey, Maya.
Oh, hey, Maya.
Don't hey Maya me. Where were you?
You weren't seeing other women, were you?
No, I wasn't seeing other women. Wait,
well,
why would that even matter? I'm single.
Because your heart belongs to Mystic Maya. She's
that's
special
cruel.
somebody.
That's cruel, alright.
Yes, right. I demand an explanation.
Edgeworth? What are you doing?
Edgeworth, come on.
No, you don't. Don't try to change the subject. You've been missing for almost 2 days. You wouldn't answer your phone or anything.
If you must know, this girl pestered me to the brink to help search for you.
He caved in once I told him you might be in trouble.
Aw, were you worried about me, Edgeworth?
Oh, how sweet, pal.
Now, I didn't. This girl was simply dragging me around town against my will, trying to find you.
Here's a sad boy for.
Where were you?
Well, let's just say I was out of town. By the way, your slogan for the office.
It attracted a lot of business, didn't it?
No,
not really.
Just telemarketers.
That's because you probably said it like an old man. You need to put some oomph into it, like this. Wright and Company office. Defending you like it's nothing, baby.
Old man? I'm still in my 20s.
This is why I work alone.
Yep. Hey,
You're changing the subject again. Fess up. Where have you been the last? Huh? What's that in your pocket?
Huh?
Some,
Yoink.
junk. Hey!
Hey, no, don't open that!
Aha! This must be evidence as to where you really were.
Oh my god.
This better not be money from your sugar mama, Mr. Nick.
No, Maya, you
what
don't understand.
The fuck
Just please don't open
her?
that.
You're
How does she
busted,
know
Nick.
that shit?
Let's see what you've really been up to.
Right.
So, who wants to watch a movie or something? I'll make the popcorn.
Mr. Nick, you're never gonna win Mystic Maya's heart, let alone any woman carrying pictures like these.
Is that rainbow horse doing what I think it is?
Oh my god, no.
Not a horse, she's a pony.
You have any shame?
They aren't mine!
I think I'd rather have a bee from a sugar mama at this point.
Nick, do you want to talk
awkward.
about this? It's alright. Everyone has skeletons in their closet.
This
In my
seems
case-
less like a skeleton, and more so a disturbing fetish.
Yep. Yep.
If anyone needs me, I'll be in the bathtub. With a toaster.
If anyone needs me, then I'll be I don't know where. So I guess that's the finale. though. I wonder there's one more.
I can't believe I forgot to leave all the evidence I found there. My reward for this whole headache is money I couldn't use and those three thinking I'm a weirdo. What am I supposed to do with all this junk?
Throw it away.
Huh?
What the hell is this?
What's this? I don't remember finding this during the investigation.
This looks like a... accessory for swords and sandals.
There's something inside of it.
That looks like Trixie's hat.
You know, maybe I did get something out of this after all.
Peter guy. Let's see what. Oh, that was the photograph. Jeez, why can't I just structure a sentence properly? Okay, so great series, 9 out of 10, as I mentioned it 100 fucking times before. But I plan to make, of course, more videos. Probably tomorrow morning, maybe. Ooh, that would be awesome. But I will gladly continue making videos. I've been missing the thrill of commentating videos, but school happened. And I can finally say that I'll be back making regular videos. Maybe even a Valentine's video. Yeah, that'd be nice, right? So, I'm glad to say this again. If you liked this video, click like down below. If you want to see more, subscribe. That's it. Goodbye.